crappy kids' headphones or whatever they were.
It was probably either I'm using OBS or some shit. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to open up the chat so I could properly see it on Twitch because it was working just fine last time, but for some reason
I can never get the overlay to work.
Because for some reason it's just not working with chat, and I'm like, why is chat not on?
By the way, chat, I found new surround stereo headphones. Well, yep, all those were bots. They all got banned. Those ones that followed us that night.
So now we got like 7.
5. At least they're real followers and not bots. Yeah, so if you don't know, chat, someone was trying to like sell us a bot program the other day, and they kept following us with bots, so I had to go in and ban every single one of them. That was boring and not fun. Dude, every time I open Facebook, there's just amazing art on Facebook.
Oh, okay, thank God.
You know what sucks with Twitter right now and how Twitter's dying?
Yeah.
There used to be a really good art scene. There used to be a really good art scene on Twitter, and now Twitter's dying, and it's dying off with it.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn on chat, but chat's not turning on.
I can just pull it up for Twitch on here. Wait, are we live?
No, we're not live yet. I'm just trying to figure out how to turn on chat so I can see it on my end.
Oh, so YouTube VOD viewers, this question is for you. You get $1 million, but if you take the money... Wait, hang on, let me think about this. Alright, you get $1 million, but you cannot wear clothes for the rest of your life. Do you take the money?
No.
I mean, if you live in a nudist colony, it's not a problem.
And that's the problem. We're not in. We're not in that.
Okay, hear me out. If you took the money, then moved to a nudist colony and just ordered shit off Amazon, you would literally have zero problems. Just get your food grub dumped. You have $1 million. What do you have to lose?
Why is it not showing Twitch chat? I'm upset.
That is now on the internet for everyone to hear my opinion on that.
You know what? Okay, we're going live in 3, 2, 1. It's connecting. It's connecting. Okay, now we're streaming. Hello guys. It's me, Shinigami, and Japan Lover 79, and we are playing Star Ocean Second Story because First Departure, from what I discovered, barely has any story. So we're just gonna skip that game and go straight to this one because we actually know where to go.
See, yeah, but I still want to fuck Blonde Chick because she is... Oh, wait, was that 30 seconds?
Oh,
yeah, it's 30 seconds.
It's been
beyond. I still want to fucking plot...
It's been beyond 30 seconds,
I would peg the shit out of blonde-haired space... I would peg the shit out of blonde-haired space chick and that girl because she is, she has something going that I would be like, Dude, I don't know where I remember the term peg from, but I'm using that from now on because it sounds better than plow.
Hard mode, arrangement.
Chat, what do you use? So chat and YouTube people, what word do you use if you don't want to say, I want to fuck that person? What word do you use instead? I want to know. Tell us in the comments and or in chat. I'm curious, you fucking degenerates.
Here they come. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Lose yet.
Fucking. Why does this dude look? Dude, this dude looks like he came straight out of the 90s Gundam anime.
Because he's a 90s He's a 90s JRPG protagonist.
Oh my god, he is.
Because this game came out in 99.
Oh my god, he totally is.
The original game,
just like Char from the original Gundam sequel.
Yeah, because the original game came out in '99, got remade for the PSP, then that PSP version got ported to PS4, and they finally remade it a second time with Second Story R. And the thing is, from what I heard, Second Story R is considered the best version of this game.
Yeah, he looks just like Char from the sequel to Gundam, which is like Gundam Zeta or whatever, I think. Gundam was weird. They had the original, and then they made ones that were like prequels, and then only did a sequel to the original in like 1990. I love Gundam, but my god, they need to get their shit together with that main timeline. Like, I like the standalone stuff for Gundam a lot better.
The realm of infinite possibility. It has long inspired the dream.
I was just gonna make a really fucked joke there, but I held myself back. space, the realm of
These
infinite
dreams,
possibility, unless you're an
countless
alien.
in number, spread infinitely throughout the universe. Though some of these dreams are nightmares.
You think we ever meet aliens, racism will die? Or do you think it would
The
just
race
get
of
worse?
sentient beings
I think it
from
would get
planet
worse
Lazonia,
because
discovered in
we
Sector
would be the
Gamma,
minority now.
declared war on the Terran Alliance.
Look, I mean, look, we hate
Igniting
each
the
other.
flames of ferocious
Like, if we meet
warfare
aliens, we're just gonna
across the
start
galaxy.
blasting them. Like, even if they're like,
XD342.
like, even if they came down and are like, hey, you guys want
The
we
battleship
noticed you guys have that
carriers
thing
received
called
a
cancer that we
commendation
cured
for
millions of years ago.
excellence
You want the
in
cure
its
for that?
victory in the battle against Lazonia.
We just start shooting them, even though they joke like give us the cure for cancer.
SD-346. The captain of the Calnus and his second in command successfully contained a mysterious virus
Like, could you
outbreak
imagine?
on the underdeveloped frontier
Oh
planet.
god, I
They
hope.
land in Texas.
Dude, wait,
They
before you
also were
continue,
able
bro,
to
I'm
prevent the
hoping
tyrannical
that if this game,
G-Reverse's
since this game is so
diabolical
successful,
plan to
I'm
conquer
hoping they
Earth.
remake the first game a second
Thanks to
time
his
because, as you
achievements,
already know, with First
My
Departure,
father was
that
promoted
game
to admiral
aged
at the unprecedented
horribly.
young age of 38. I respected him more than anybody else in my life.
Oh, by the way, that's
I know
who was that
being a
guy that came with the
Federation
blonde
officer
chick
is among
again?
the greatest
Ronix? Yeah, that was him.
accomplishments anyone
That's
can hope to
Ronix now.
achieve
He's
in
an
this
old man.
universe.
Oh,
And
I was
Claude is
gonna
his
say, what? Did he go for like
But
5
I
years
am
of
my own
aging?
man.
no, Claude
I'm
is his
no
kid.
I'm not just the son
Really?
of
That-
Admiral
that
Ron
means he-
Kincaid,
Who then?
hero of the
He pegged the
Pan-Galactic
blonde.
Federation.
I'm assuming he pegged the blonde chick.
Dude, when
So
I
what
talk,
am I doing
oh,
here,
see,
of
another
all
that shit
places?
conversation I brought up the other day with Frieza and Yamcha. Dude, that whole
Yeah.
thing blew up.
Why?
It attracted the
How's
normies.
it look?
That's why it blew up.
Any change from the pre-landing
And they're
scans?
ruining it. Oh, that lightning effect looks fucking badass. There's like 4K textures on the ground there.
Yeah, it's done by the
No, sir.
Octopath devs,
None of the
which is
wavelengths are
which
showing
is why
any
it's so good.
response. The field resembles a
Which I have
Dude, who
Octopath
gave the
too.
HD2D
Its exact nature is
who
still
gave the
uncertain at the moment.
HD2D engine a fucking massive leg up? For an upgrade.
So it's possible that it's absorbing all the waves.
Is that what
through
this is
the
using?
sensors.
Yeah, it's using the HD2D
Let's try
engine.
running a spectral analysis on the magnetic
Looks better than
waves
how
the
I've
field
seen
is
it even
emitting.
now.
Yeah, I think it was Octopath 1 that they finally made the engine. Here's the thing, those devs practically reinvented remaking old pixel art games because now I'm starting to see some indie games using HD2D and I'm like, bro, I fucking love this development because you can get the nostalgic pixel art of old games remade with modern hardware where the environments look like this.
Claude, you're a ranking officer.
It looks
now.
hyper realistic
Use
almost.
this to
Weird seeing
protect
pixelated
everyone
people
if
walk on
something
it.
happens.
Also, they give me a gun. Watch this.
Here's a
Phase-
gun, child.
Yes, you're 19 years old. You know how to use a phase gun.
What's wrong?
That is a Star Trek reference.
No.
Also, the
Not
phase gun is
exactly,
really
sir.
broken early on because it doesn't use MP and you can just spam it.
Sir, I cannot find my mech. Where'd it go?
Don't tell me you're
I told
already
you, child,
clicking
we're
in
not
your
in Gundam.
boots, Claude. It's not the kind of behavior I expect from an ensign.
I hate the word ensign. It's ensign, damn it.
Aye.
It looks so weird.
You can use this phase
Well,
gun in
it's
battle
voice
by
acting from
pressing the special
2009.
arts
What do you
button.
expect?
Don't be afraid to pull the trigger.
No,
It might
I'm
just
saying
save
it
your
wrong
life.
when I say ensign. It is ensign. I just hate the way that word's spelled and pronounced.
Oh, so it's like they're saying it right. It's just a pronunciation that you hate.
I hate it. I'm fucking from New Jersey. We read
No
stuff
good,
literal.
Admiral. There's no match with anything in our databases.
Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
All right.
Want me to be
Let's
like
get a
proper New
closer look
Jerseyan
at
for
it
like
then.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Go get the wooder from the garage. Also, make sure to go get the wooder from the garage and make sure to stop by Wawa and pick up some of their griddle sandwiches for a minute. That pancake sizzle is fucking delicious, yo.
Also, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
they
when
just
you're
took.
done with that, go down to the.
You know what I find
Just why
funny?
would anyone
I'm
build
pretty
something
sure
like this
they just took the
here?
sprites from the PSP remake, traced over it, and then put them in this engine. But here's the thing: those sprites still look pretty good.
We'll need
Dude, is that art on the side from the old games? That looks really good. It's
No.
like watercolory.
No, it's actually
Castelli almost.
they're remade. They're remade character portraits.
You're right.
Looks
All
gorgeous.
crew,
And it's
spread
done by
out
the
and
Star Ocean
investigate
2
the
artist,
area.
a Star Ocean 6 artist. I'm pretty sure. And I'm looking at it.
All crew, spread out, investigate the area. And so
Yep.
help me God, if you assholes come back with books shoved up your ass, I will demote you like a motherfucker.
Stay alert, people.
Shut.
Safety is
Why?
the utmost priority.
That's 30 minutes, by the way.
I know a shit game we can play, but we're not playing Soccer Wars. 'Cause that game bores me to tears.
Listen, chat. The game now is to implement that joke into as many streams as possible, some way, somehow. But it has to make Shinigami laugh or it doesn't count.
And it didn't make me laugh. I'm not more annoyed now than anything.
Admiral?
What is it, Claude?
Yeah.
Did you find something?
We need new material. I'm bored with that joke.
I think this is
Yeah.
some type of control device. Maybe
It's
it'll
like-
open up an entrance into the dome.
Good job, Claude. Just as I expected.
We'll only use that joke for Soccer
Good job,
Wars.
Claude. You're not as retarded as I thought you were.
How does it look? Think you can figure it out?
And he's like,
Just
and he's
give me a
like,
little
I have
more
a bit of,
time and
I have a
should
bit
be
of
able to-
autism in me.
Not out loud, Claude. We don't need the others knowing that. Crap, now they know my sperm is defective. No.
Shut the fuck up.
No, dude, I'm like afraid to tell. Every time I tell a woman that I have autism, she acts like I'm like fucking defective. I'm like, thanks for that.
We're
I
like,
don't
I'm
date
not.
anybody.
He's like, I'm not that stupid.
Okay, chat. When you have autism and you go to have a kid, there's literally not a 100% chance you're gonna have a child with autism. It's like probably 20 to 25% at best.
So that means every 3 out of 4 kids
It's
are gonna have autism.
How's it look in there?
Our blood
I don't
is not
see any
poison.
sensors or security measures at the entrance. Beyond that, I can't
We're
say
just-
anything until we actually.
Never mind.
go
I was gonna say
outside.
something really offensive, but I didn't want to say it.
Say it.
Let's proceed.
No, 'cause I'm
inward
pretty
and
sure
begin
it'll
with the
get us
investigation. Look alive, everyone.
Oh.
We don't know what we'll
I
find.
mean, the fact that I haven't got his banned to this point's amazing.
Somehow.
Speaking of getting his banned, I'm gonna say the most offensive thing ever. You ready?
No.
Yankees are better than the Mets. Get it for your heads, people.
Also, this game's
we go.
this game has a much faster opening, because where the first game took us like almost an hour or 30 minutes to get started, this one immediately just starts.
Your parents ever get super mad at the fucking ball game?
Don't be
Oh, that's
careless,
another
Claude.
Jerseyism.
When
They're
you
not-
figure
they're-
out what that
my
thing
My
is,
parents
dad
were
always
never
used to
really-
call this.
My parents were never really baseball
My dad always
fans.
used to call Jersey.
Don't
My dad
worry,
used to call
something
baseball the
special.
ball
We'll be
game.
fine.
Dude, I remember one year, it was 2004.
Stop.
The Yankees were up against the Red Sox in the playoffs to get the World Series, and they lost, and my dad was fucking fuming at the TV before he went to work. He said, and I quote, "I hope the Red Sox plane goes down, they all die on the way to the end to the World Series." I'm like, Jesus Christ, Dad, it's a fucking baseball game. I'm like, dude, my dad was super into the fucking Yankees. You don't have a clue. It was fucking amazing. I'm like, I still remember that 'cause it was just so out right field. We were eating dinner. He was just in the den screaming at the fucking Yankees at the top of his lungs. He's like,
Oh, thank God! This game has a
fucking
log.
amazing.
This game has a log. Thank you.
By the way, for all you Red Sox fans, you are wrong and your team sucks.
Okay. Already starting the stream with a bang, huh?
I'm talking about sports now. I'm only kidding. I don't care about sports.
214-368-9777.
By the way, chat, I'm only fucking kidding. I don't give a shit about sports. I'm sure your team is fine. Except for the Tampa Rays. Except for the Tampa Rays. I don't even know who
Also-
the fuck you guys are.
Something's happening on screen and you're talking about baseball. Imagine like someone does an animation, like, because they're like genuine fans. Someone does an animation of this happening in the background where you're just like talking, and like, I'm like,
You're just. It's just
and
you
my-
activating the portal. We're just both sprites in the game, and I'm just
No.
talking to the other guys in the army about baseball.
and then
just
like
activating
I'm
the
trying to
thing.
get, and I'm like trying to get your attention. It's like there's a black hole. Stop talking about baseball.
No.
What got me talking about baseball in the first place? It's like, I'm missing something really. Oh, is that Stargate from like the first one?
Yep, pretty much. I think. Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. Claude!
Oh, thank God they don't know. They will never know about my son's autism. I have autism. I can make that joke.
It's all my fault.
It's all my fault. I should have got that abortion super early.
I'm guessing they don't want to pay the
No.
You know what I find funny? I'm guessing they didn't want to pay the actors from the original PSP port again to redo their lines, but yeah, I guess that's why they reused them.
That lighting's
What
nice.
happened?
Yeah, but like you can tell, this is like 2009 PSP voice actors, so I'm guessing they must have didn't want to redo the voice lines and rehire all the cast, because I'm guessing the cast must have gotten big now.
Oh, that's right. I was.
I
with
mean, I would hope they
Virginia,
paid them residuals.
And then that light swallowed me up.
Yeah.
Just like my ex-girlfriend's vagina.
Okay, so apparently Claude's actor is Doug Erholtz for Claude.
I don't know who
Or-
that is.
Oh no, wait. Claude's VA is Spike Spencer.
He's like Spike Spiegel's retarded cousin, only stupider.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Second Evolution was released in 2009, and I'm guessing they just reusing the old voice clips for the English dub.
All of these completely change the
Because-
shit out of the name of the game.
No, here's the thing. It was originally called Second Story in the 90s too, but for the PSP port they called it Second Evolution, and I'm like, why? And then and for this game they finally went back to Second Story, and I would prefer
Because
that
Pokemon
one.
was really popular in 2006, and the PSP was dying because Diamond and Pearl was dominating.
Yeah,
You
but
know
like I said, I feel like because here's the thing. What's funny is that the Japanese dub has redid all the voice lines for a new cast, so they got a new cast for
Dude,
the
here's the
Japanese dub, but they didn't get a new English.
I
cast
had
for
a
the English dub.
PSP, but I literally switched to a DS because Diamond and Pearl, man. It was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Here's the thing. Nintendo handhelds had the advantage because the fact Pokemon was on them, so it wasn't even fair.
Look, they had Pokemon. What more do you want?
It's not even fair.
Also, you know what sucked with the PSP? If you so much as breathed on its memory card the wrong way, get ready to lose all your data and have to reformat that son of a bitch.
Oh, I know that feeling.
It was one of the worst
Dad,
memory card
where is
systems
everyone?
I've ever seen. Like, you can take one out of the GameCube and it's perfectly fine.
I still
If
have
you
my
so much as
video
touch the PSP one by accident because you're looking over your system, goodbye. Or if you have to take it out to fix your unit, say bye-bye to literally every single bit of data that you have.
We're trying to phone home to Dad, but turns out we don't have signal.
Like-
The satellite's not. We don't have signal.
It's no good.
Our
I can't get a signal.
our mobile plan already expired.
Thank you for calling Satellite Incorporated.
Where am
It
I?
seems you
Where did I
warped
get
thousands
sent
of
to?
years into the past. Our plan does not cover this. Please dial 5 now to speak to a representative. You have a 10,000-year wait time.
Well, I can't just sit around here and do nothing.
He's like, fuck it, I'm holding.
Where I am right away.
10,000 years later. Thank you. Thank you. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line so we can connect you to our next available representative. Your current wait time is 6,000 more years.
From the looks of it, this place might be some underdeveloped planet. Now, where
How
could
do you
it
like that
possibly
voice?
be?
That's funny. We got to use that. That's our new joke now.
That's
So every
It's
time
like-
someone gets warped into the past.
Yeah, every time it's a time travel. Whoa! What is that?
behind you.
Monkey.
If you're currently running into indigenous monkey people, please press 7 now.
Also, the monkey
Frieza
people.
will be on the line in 5 minutes.
I
Also,
gotta help.
spoiler alert: the monkey people in the first game are not in the second game. They got replaced by elves.
That's boring.
Yeah, before I got to make fun of them and call them bootleg Saiyans. Now they're just regular elves.
Look out! Here
They
come.
work, 'cause Dragon Ball was big at the time. Oh, is it turn-based this one?
No, this one's action.
Dude, I hate how turn-based JRPGs are dying. They're like my favorite.
No,
you
they're
have
coming.
to you have to strategize and plan. You can't just wail on buttons.
No, they're kind of coming back. It's just a. Come on, asshole.
You know what I liked with Ni no Kuni? It was Pokemon with a hybrid system, but it actually works for a creature catching game. Didn't work for Final Fantasy.
Come
Like,
on,
if you're doing a
asshole.
hybrid system, you have to do it correctly. Oh yeah, the combat's much slower paced in this one.
No, it's much faster. It's just it's a lot faster and it's much easier to combo. But like,
Like, it looks like they went completely away from the Tails formula. and just did their own thing.
No, like yeah, they kind
Good
of
thing I
did,
made it in time.
but like I said, this is a remake of a PS1 RPG from '99.
I
So
shouldn't have used my phase gun. Great. How could I have been so careless?
remember the law in the first game? They said that
Doc is gonna kill me.
Remember that plot point from the first game? It said that anyone like that has like a futuristic tech is not allowed to show it to fucking cavemen.
What if said cavemen are about to literally
They
roast your
permanently
ass over an
violated
open
the
fire and
Undeveloped
you're about to
Planet
get killed?
Preservation Pact.
Especially in the fact that when said underdeveloped species still believes in legends.
But I had to do
Dude,
it.
these guys
If
are
I didn't pull the
literally
trigger,
just
I couldn't have
anime
saved
Star
that girl.
Trek.
Anime Star Trek, but a lot more cracked.
They even have phasers now. Like, they're not even trying to hide it. Also, why does this chick look like she walks straight out of Reincarnated as a Slime?
Shut the fuck up.
She even has the horn thing! What the fuck? She looks like the ogres from that show.
You all right? Oh, that was a close one.
I'm gonna call
By
copyright
the
20
way,
years
if you
too
don't mind me
early.
asking- Hey, wait!
Hey, Claude.
You know how many...
She ran away from me.
Claude, that's not how you court medieval women. You gotta go up to them and be like, "Hi, can I speak to your leader?"
Hold on. I'm gonna get a chest.
Then once you speak to the leader, he's gonna look at you. He's gonna be like, "Why should we not cook you?"
But
And you
yeah.
gotta be like, "Because I want to date your daughter." And he's like,
Oh yeah,
"I'm gonna stop
HD2D.
talking now."
HD2D definitely helped this game a lot. Because if this was the original game, I would have gotten lost immediately.
Dude, I
Yeah,
just
it-
want to lay in that grass and fall asleep. That looks so
Yeah.
nice.
I also hope that the minimap actually tells me where to go. Unlike First Departure, which wastes my fucking time.
Like, I want to lie in the grass next to the mausoleum, watching your bedpost sooner or later. You don't get. Oh, Have you never heard that song?
No, I never heard of it.
Dude, that song's great. It's I can't sing it. It's the one that's like, probably if I sang it, you would have got it. Lie in the grass next to
Oh,
the
good. I was hoping you'd wait for me.
mausoleum.
I'm sorry I ran away like that.
It's a really good
Oh,
song.
No, that's okay.
It's just that
I think it's Sugar We're
everything
Going
happened so
Down. I could be
quickly.
wrong.
I was really shocked.
Dude, 90s rock was so good, and I kind of miss it.
Scary, huh?
It's kind of making a comeback actually, because a lot of bands are getting
Yes.
inspired
Like, I think
by
now they
90s
call it
rock.
Gen X.
Still,
An
I'm
X
really
rock.
sorry about all this.
I think now they
You
call it
saved
Gen
me,
X
but
rock,
I
so it
just
technically
ran off
was.
like that.
Who the fuck calls it Gen X rock? I never heard anyone call it that.
Your generation specifically.
Don't worry about it.
I never
Besides,
heard
you
anyone
did
from
stop to
my
wait,
gen
didn't you?
call 90s rock Gen X rock. I've never heard anyone say that.
Essentially what it was. Dude, my dad was super into 80s rock, which people are now calling it dad rock, and I'm like, that's a much better name for it, actually.
Oh,
I could
haven't
deal with it.
introduced
I can take
myself.
that. I can
My
run
name
with
is
that.
Raina Lansing.
Ah, she's fucking hot, dude. What the fuck? Okay.
She's 17.
And, I'm Claude. Claude C. Kinney.
Damn it! Every time.
Claude's 19 though. And guarantee you
Yeah,
they're
well,
gonna
don't stop me from calling her up.
have a love story later on. They're gonna be like 2 years.
I mean,
Claude's like 2 years older than
to
her.
be fair, it doesn't. To be fair, it doesn't stop me from calling
Nice
the
to
art
meet you,
absolutely
Mr. Kenny.
gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, not gonna lie.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me
So,
of that
Mr.
like
Kenny,
medieval art
was
style
there
they used to
something you wanted
use,
to ask me
like when they
earlier?
did all those nude portraits back in the day, like in like the biblical period, like the
Oh,
Renaissance.
right.
Yeah.
It's nothing that important, really, but
I've been to
Uh,
museums and just
where
saw
am
that.
I?
Dude, I went to the Met Museum in New York, and I don't know what it is with every museum I go to, but every single one has had a penis on display of some
Are you a
attribute.
traveler?
The Met Museum had a bunch of nude art. So many stone dicks, it was
something like
unbelievable.
that.
And kids that are like 5 take field trips there. I'm like, or 10 or 3rd grade take
Where are
trips
you
there. I'm
from?
like, do we really want them seeing naked art? Anyway, I mean, it's art. It doesn't matter. But
From
and then I went to the Modern Museum in Philadelphia, and they have a mummified penis on display.
I like how you're talking about this. While literally, a man from another world is trying to explain where he's from, and he said he's from Earth.
Listen, I'm just trying to introduce the chat to really nice
Earth?
museums.
Where is that?
Yeah, but we haven't get into place, so
Also, you know I get easily
I
distracted.
figure she wouldn't know.
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know
talking
that.
about. Well, how can
No,
I
but the
put
Money
it?
Museum's
It's-
really cool, dude.
It's really
Like
far
they
away from
have a
here.
skull collection dating back to the Inca
Really
period. It's
far away.
awesome.
Probably.
It also has very disturbing exhibits that I
A
can't talk
faraway
about on
place?
Twitch.
I have never even been off this continent. That's really amazing. Is Earth farther away than L?
Who is that voice actress? I swear I know it.
Yeah, I feel like I recognize her too. I recognize her as well, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Wait,
I suppose.
am I reading this right? Did they
Yeah.
seriously just name the planet Elf?
No, that's the kingdom name, L.
I was gonna say creativity is dead.
Well,
It
it
doesn't.
is.
in the
Been quite a
90s.
long and difficult journey.
Yes, it was. I literally went through a portal and slammed her face first to the floor.
They didn't even give me space Starbucks before I left. It was bullshit.
Yeah, I had to go in and on like a mission, like a military op, and I never even got my Starbucks.
I had to get. They gave me space Dunkin' Donuts coffee. If I wanted to drink piss water, I would have told the commander to go fuck himself and get me a Starbucks.
Then again, the commander's my dad, so he
Mr. K,
probably
once we
would have
cross this
beat my
bridge, we'll
ass
be
if I
in
told him
Alia.
that.
Daddy, don't get the bell. I'll drink the Dunkin'. I pay, son. I paid $3.99 for this coffee. You're gonna fucking drink it, or else I'll shove the Starbucks right up your ass.
Arlia, is that where you live?
Really?
But
Uh,
are you sure it's all right if I just
what?
barge in?
God damn it.
Of course. it
Dude, I
is.
wasn't going for the
Besides,
typical
I
joke
need to
there. I was
repay
just
you
talking about
somehow.
coffee.
No, please don't worry about it. I didn't do anything that.
Nah, but
You don't have to be so modest.
dude,
It won't be
Dunkin'
much,
Donuts makes
just the least I
banger
can
hot
offer
chocolate.
you,
I don't know if
so
you've had it.
please.
Yeah, I tried it before. Oh, by the
Like, it
way,
almost tastes like you're eating candy. It's great.
here's the thing. Little fun fact: when you're on the menu, what it does that it allows you to see the old art from the old game. So it's like, watch this. If you want
By
to
the
see
way,
the
what
art,
mic are you using right now?
my headphone mic.
Oh my god, that's a bad mic. I can actually hear the quality of your mic right now with these headphones. Good lord.
Yeah. Here, this is what it looked like in
I'm not
no-
being mean, but wow.
This
The
is
audio
art-
quality of these things is night and day.
This is the artwork from 09, and this is the artwork from 99.
Why the fuck does the art for 99 look like he's like on the bottom of the screen or is it just loading? Alright, 99 looks like he came from a generic anime, and the new one looks like he got ripped straight out of Gundam. I like
And,
both though, they both look pretty cool.
And 09, 09. It looks like 09, that's all I'll say. Very Tales of.
What the fuck is the gut stat? Is that just strength?
Hold on, I think it'll explain it. Hold on. I think it'll tell me later.
Okay, so you get abducted by aliens, right? And the only way they'll let you go is if you court their princess.
Oh.
Like, I'm talking full ceremony. Wedding, like full alien wedding. At least full
Also,
alien wedding and then full alien
I like-
consummation afterwards.
I like the description of the phase gun. Fires a ray from a small phase gun issued by the Pan Galactic Federation that destroys a target at its molecular level.
Dude, that is literally just a phaser from Star Trek. I think Fox is gonna sue somebody. Or who the fuck owns Star Trek? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Hey Siri, what streaming service is Star Trek on?
The company has recently presented all 3 seasons of the series via its Paramount Plus premium streaming service.
Paramount? Alright, they did the last few movies. Also, speaking of streaming, it's become so hard to find both The Amazing Race and Doctor Who, and it's pissing me off.
Because they're on BBC.
I know! Even though, what's annoying with Amazing Race, it's an American show, you'd think it'd be more available.
God, this game looks so good. It's so gorgeous.
Anyway, now that I'm done talking about my shit taste in reality TV, let's look at these graphics. Dude, they look better than fucking Gen 8 Pokemon's graphics.
In this game, he's just sprites.
Here we are. Welcome to our
Dude,
life.
honestly, I'd rather a Pokemon look like
haven't
this
breathed
than the
air
way
this
it looks in
clean in a
3D.
Here's the thing. What Game Freak should do is that if they remake any old Pokemon games, like for example Pokemon Black, just do HD 2D. It will save you a lot of time.
Dude, that's racist. Don't say Pokemon like that.
And I don't care. But like, yeah, it'll like. Here's the thing. They should do like a remake of Black and White, and basically just remake it in the style of HD 2D. Because
Is there such
A,
thing as
they'll
dirty
actually be able to pull it off and not make a buggy mess, and B, they can actually make the game look good.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
It's sure
Pokemon
do
African
right,
American and
anyway.
Pokemon Caucasian. Get it right.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's Pokemon African American, and then Pokemon Caucasian.
That made it worse.
I don't think I would.
You made it worse.
Chad, I'm not trying to be
racist.
racist. I'm only playing. That's great.
Also, you sure we could see the thing properly on stream? It's not like bugging out.
Yeah, I can see it. They just call the new games Pokemon
Well,
Dark
there's
and Light
plenty of
because
clean air here,
fucking
so breathe
Republicans
as
were
much as you
complaining.
please.
You know what's fucked up? I actually think they're gonna name a Pokemon game Pokemon Dark and Light.
That'll be super confusing when Gen 5 gets remade. So
Yeah.
apparently, according to the leaks, I think I said this
I need to
yesterday,
run back
but
home
apparently
for a
Gen
little bit,
10 is
Mr.
already
Chili.
out of the
Would you
planning
mind
stage
maybe
and in
taking a walk
pre-development.
around the village for a little while?
Oh
And I'm like,
god.
seems a bit early for that.
Sure, no problem.
I spot my little eye a very rushed product. Not this game, I mean the new Pokemon games. They
Yeah,
have like
pretty
3
much.
different animes out right now, and I'm super confused. When I was growing up, there was only one Pokemon anime.
It's probably not a good idea.
Now
to
there's
get
all
too
these
involved
different
with the
ones.
locals. I better try to find a way back. Maybe the villagers will have.
Also, I
something
love the
helpful to
design
tell
of the new protagonist. I just don't know why they have her having a backpack on her front instead of her back. It drives me insane. Like, I don't understand if it's a pocketbook, but it's like a freaking just actual backpack. And it confuses the hell out of me.
Oh, I think I know why it comes up from the bottom. Because I think that's the way the original game did it as well. Where it's like when you're switching characters, like they come up from the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, I know why they're doing the design like that. Can't say why on Twitch.
And yeah, you can. Yeah, this is definitely the Tales of artist. I can recognize his style. This is his improved art style. This is from the 90s.
Oh, the 90s.
Definitely the same artist.
I was barely alive in the 90s. I was 4 years old.
But yeah, I feel like what they could have done is at least update the sprite kind of to match his new design. Because the old sprite still uses the design from like the old from '99 instead of the new design.
Dude, before I went to bed last night, I thought of a stupid good idea for like a Monster Hunter slash
So
kind of
where
like
is he
creature
right now?
taming game. That's brutal.
Why?
Because I wanted to. So basically, it would be.
Well, I
Remember
told
when
him to look around town for a bit.
Scalebound was being shown off?
Oh, like that old Xbox exclusive?
Still pissed that got canceled. But
Here's-
now we have the
here's the
technology.
problem. Here's the problem.
Wait a minute, Raina.
Is that at that time, Platinum wasn't as big, and I doubt it's nearly big enough to even do Scalebound because Scalebound seems like a really big
Well,
project.
no, that
even
wasn't
for
the
Platinum.
problem. The problem was they couldn't get the hard, even though it was brand new hardware. The Xbox One and PS4, they just couldn't get the hardware to do what they wanted it to do.
Excuse me.
Ah.
Like
Huh. Is
they
someone else
essentially
today?
overscoped. Like even they overscoped to the point where the developer had a nervous
I was
breakdown.
just walking
and
around
they
the
got to
village
cancel the
and I
game.
wound up here.
Well,
They didn't
if
mean
they-
to overscope. It was a complete accident. It wasn't. It was literally a complete accident. They just they
Oh,
overestimated
I
the
see.
hardware.
I didn't expect you to be here.
Ah, so, but now that we do have the hardware, there's a chance that they can bring it back. It's just not the Platinum they want to do.
Oh, we
Big-
have the technology. Because the scope for the game was you can literally make your own
Is
pet
this a
dragon
bad
and it
time?
follows you everywhere, including combat. In the early footage, even though it was clunky, it looks
Oh,
so
no,
cool.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Mom, this is Mr.
But basically,
Kenny.
my
He's
idea
the
for a
one who
game that would
saved
be a
me earlier.
successor is you could summon things called demi-fiends, which you would fight along the campaign, which would be these giant fucking monsters. It would play like kind of like a modern-day hack and slash,
So he's the
or
one
like
you told me
maybe a
about?
Dark Souls game.
Hello there,
And you
Mr.
would,
Kenny.
and
I'm
basically the
Rita's
bosses
mother.
that you beat are
Just
called
call me
demi-fiends,
Westa.
and you could summon them to
Ray
help
said
you
that
in
you
fights
saved her
against
from
a
a dangerous
bunch of fucking
situation
dudes at
earlier.
once.
I like how the moment you start talking, the dialogue starts, and I cannot hear a damn thing.
I will keep quiet now.
Oh,
I apologize.
It wasn't anything special at all.
Also, this is Rena's mom.
But of course it is. It would have been a disaster if you hadn't shown up when you did.
Westa.
I told
What is
this
that
girl time
name?
and again to stay away from the sacred forest, but she never listens to me.
By the way, are you from like
Mom.
like 25,000 or something? We get a lot of guys from there recently.
What do you mean?
Rita,
What?
you should just be glad that you're okay.
Anyways, Mr. Kenny, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I'm done here, so how about I show you around the village?
Ah, yes, please.
Yes, future love interest. Yeah, sure.
Alright, see you later, Mom.
I was just gonna make a joke. How about I show you around the village? The hay pits are really good for doing things in private.
You know what's messed up is that considering this is a late 90s RPG, this game has a friendship system, and I guarantee there's gonna be some sort of dating mechanic.
Okay,
Oh,
I got
you know what
it.
I discovered?
Have fun,
E10
you
games
two.
can get away with alcohol.
You barely realize that now.
It was nice meeting you, ma'am.
No, I never knew that. I always thought the game had to be teen to get away with it, because I was playing. I've been playing off stream. I've been playing
I'm
Spirit
sorry
Tea, and they
about
actually have
my mother.
alcohol in the game.
She can be annoying
And it's E10.
sometimes.
It doesn't bother me. My parents are kind of the same way.
Oh, she is such a teenager.
Oh, really?
Dude, if I said that about my mom, she'd
Like
whoop
you
my
wouldn't
ass.
believe. You'd be amazed.
Well, shall we get going?
I like the armor. That's cool, like the samurai armor on an elf. That's really cool. Dude, now I want to play a fucking samurai elf in D&D one of these days.
Oh, not gonna lie, Samurai Elf sounds sick.
You can totally do that. There's a samurai class for the fighter. By the way, do we still want to play D&D with our other friend at some point? If
That's if he
Let's
wants
whoever
to.
get-
Because remember, he's been busy.
together. Yeah, I want to run a Pokemon Tabletop United game. So bad. Like,
Yeah,
I'm thinking
but
like we can do we can stream it too if we ever get it going. Just get our other two friends on and do it. I'm not gonna say their names because we're live.
yeah.
I'm sure I haven't said it. I'm sure you know who would be down.
Yeah, he probably would, but remember, he's like kind of busy.
Problem is we'd really have to rein in what's his face.
Yeah.
'Cause Pokemon's more. You can't just go around murder hoboing in Pokemon. You know what I'd probably
Yeah.
do? I'd set up like really strict law. You know how I keep him in line? I just set up really strict rules for doing that. Like if he does something like that, there will be consequences. Like I'm gonna make it a precipice. Like you can have your Pokemon attack people, but if you have your Pokemon kill someone, you will go to jail in the campaign.
Woo!
Which would essentially mean Arc would have to start a new character.
Yikes.
Or not Arc, did I say Arc? No, I would do that, because I don't want, what's his face, No, I know Arc wouldn't do that, but I don't want our other friend murder hoboing in Pokemon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I know we'd try that.
Hold on, dude. My sister wanted a brownie, and I have like a bag of brownies right on my desk.
Just make sure you give her the right brownies and not any Kush brownies.
I wouldn't do that.
I know, I'm fucking with you. Kush is illegal in your state anyway. Not in my state. You can totally make legal Kush brownies if you want to.
You just can't sell them.
God bless the New Jersey state legislature. Or are you just gonna say you just can't sell them?
I said you can't sell them in Jersey.
My internet crash again. Hello?
I'm saying you can't sell them in Jersey. Wait, what'd you say? Medicine that heals wounds, you know? Can't leave on a joint without them. Oh, herbs? I didn't know that. You didn't? Nope. I'm amazed you're still alive. It's like, how can you survive without the Kush? He's like, I don't know, I just never had it. Dude, you there? What the? Ah, crap. Well, crap. Well, for context, guys, what ended up happening is that if you go over on stream, the stream crashed. So, for the people on the VOD channel, you get to hear some exclusive munching of me eating on a brownie. Alright, so here it goes. So yeah, guys. For y'all on the stream, sorry about that. My internet just kind of died on me. Connect back to that. My internet's getting connected. It's connecting. It's connecting. Let's see. Let me check the Twitch, see how it's looking.
Yeah, this whole album's fucking lit. lives take,
the stream back
600 lives I'll take.
Shh, copyright,
And
copyright,
when
copyright,
it's
copyright,
over-
copyright, copyright, copyright.
Not really. It's
No,
a...
because we're streaming.
Oh, I didn't know we were live.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, George Rivera. I just like your music.
Sorry about. That's why I kept yelling copyright, copyright, copyright.
Yeah.
Because I'm like.
Sorry, George Rivera. I just really like your music, damn it. It's
By the way,
really good.
did the stream cut back?
You have to stream the game to me.
No, like not on Discord, on Twitch.
Technically, we won't get copy struck because I did not sing it right.
But like, yeah, did the
Yeah, stream.
the stream's back? Is the stream
Yeah.
back?
Sorry, chat. Can you?
My internet just died. But the
Yeah,
sens-
you can kill internet. What a death.
yeah, I have a hotspot. Remember? Hold on. To
Yeah.
make it easier on
I've
my
over.
internet, I'm gonna lower down the stream quality on your end back to 30. Or 720. Alright, there we go. Now the stream shouldn't be as
Dude, I'm
effective.
so glad to have stereo headphones.
It shouldn't nearly be
Dude,
as bad. Okay.
I'm so happy to have surround sound headphones again. They're closed backs, but they feel like open backs because they have like a lot of ear room. Like, I shit you not, these things are cheap gaming headphones, but they sound amazing. Because the mad lads at Logitech are like, let's put 7.1 surround sound audio inside of headphones.
And the guy and the people that heard him were like, "You are a fucking genius."
I'm like, you made headphones that sound good with gaming and music? You fucking mad lads, take my money.
Where did you even get those headphones, anyways?
Walmart. Dude, I search for the new model of these. You don't understand. Because my old model got just broke via age. Like, the things that hold the headphone cups in just broke because they were so old. Because I had them for like 3-4 years.
Ah.
And, yeah. So I was searching for a new pair and the only Logitechs I could find were the ones that I was previously using, which feel like children's headphones compared to these. Like, those ones that lower down the decibels, because you're gonna hurt kids' puny little ears. When I was young, we didn't have that restriction for headphones.
But like, yeah. Also,
Nor did we crank
is
them
this-
up like idiots.
Is the stream actually on, or is it lagging again?
No, it's on.
On Twitch?
Also, the quality on my end's a lot better than it was.
Because of the fact I lowered it on to 720.
Dude, I can't wait for the third, I can't wait for the Ocean Saga to be released in that musical. He's releasing it part by part.
Hello.
Because it has some bad out. I auditioned for that,
Yeah,
but,
wasn't
I
expecting
didn't get
you
my
to be
audition in
back
in
so
time.
early. Just in time, though. I was just
think I could
finishing
play
up
Poseidon.
everything.
Finishing
But the
up?
guy who got it
What?
sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, we're not having dinner with the blue-haired elf.
Mom,
Oh, hey,
what's all this food here for?
Doesn't it look delicious? I put all of my best
don't question the
recipes out
food,
on the
daughter.
table for
You're
you.
gonna eat this food and you're gonna read and chill.
That's not what I mean.
The medieval
What?
equivalent of
Did
Netflix
I
and
do
chilling.
something wrong? I just thought I'd thank Mr. Kenny with a nice meal.
Aw, thank you, future stepmom.
I understand that, but
I think she wants to
isn't
read and
this
chill
a
with you,
little
dude.
much?
Future mother-in-law.
Is it? He's pretty young, so
I mean,
I
a lot of
figured
people
he'd
think
have a big
Netflix and
appetite.
chill is a sex thing. It's
You
not
are
a
hungry,
sex
aren't
thing.
you,
It's just a
Mr.
term
Kenny?
for a date. Like, yeah, it can turn into a sex thing,
Actually, I am.
but it's
Yeah.
mostly just a term used for dating. You fucking degenerates.
See, a real man could put all this away, no problem. So eat as much as you like, all right?
I like that line. A real man can put all this away, no problem. I think
thanks.
she's just trying to ship us with her daughter at this point.
I mean,
Oh, Mom.
we're around that age.
She's like, a hot man meets my daughter? Ah, jackpot! She also probably thinks we look rich too with what we're wearing.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm probably gonna be that chainsaw parent that's like, if you hurt my daughter, I will get the
Thank
gun.
you so much for the meal, but
I'll be
I
the
just
same
can't eat
way
anymore.
with my sisters, cause I remember one time in one of their classes, I remember.
I don't even own a gun, but I'll find one.
I remember one
America,
time.
it's not that hard.
I remember one time. My sister came home and she told my mom that someone like was flirting with her, and it was like another kid from her grade. And then I ended.
Really?
I like heard from my room, I heard her say in the living room, and from my room, I was
Wait,
wearing headphones.
Was it like one of those elementary school crushes, or like he was actually flirting with her?
Elementary school crushes, and I'm like,
I was gonna say, dude, I've had plenty of those.
but here's the thing. Uh, I heard that, and I took off my headphones, and I swear to God, I felt my head whip to the living room, and I'm like,
Who is it?
and the thing is,
I don't care if they're 9 years old.
and what I
I'm
ended up
getting the
finding
gun.
out is that here's the thing, because I wear my headphones all the time. My family has to call me all the time just to get my attention, and then my aunt called me right immediately as soon as I did that, and then I just heard my aunt saying, "Oh," it's like, "Oh, you want to come over here? Sophia has something to say to you," and I'm like, "Does she?"
Dude, children crack me the fuck up. Seriously, they have like no filter and they're just so innocent, and then they bring shit up. It's hilarious.
I'm fine.
Like
Yeah.
I was talking with my niece the other day on my brother's side, and it was so funny the shit she was saying. Like we told her about Santa Claus and like how like if you're
I'm
not
sorry my
naughty, he
mother
takes away a
made so
present. Her
much.
face, I couldn't stop laughing, dude.
Yeah, I think another time with my sister, she was being bullied one time. You ever seen that Google versus Bing meme?
Yeah,
That's essentially what happened.
Bing's just stupid and fucking Google's like a fucking genius.
That's exactly how it was. I think I ended up. Me and my mom were like, "So Sophia, what do you do when you're getting bullied?" And it's like, "Tell a teacher," and we're like, "No, stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to punch them if they punch you back. If they punch you
That's
first."
how my dad always was. He's like, my dad was always like, I don't give a shit if your school has like anti-fight back rules or whatever. He's like, if you punch someone, I'm picking you up and like getting you a soda.
Yeah.
Like they're bullying you.
Not only that, I remember
My
one
dad was
time,
always like that.
and the thing
Because
is,
that's how his school was. Like, he had like rough schooling.
and my
He had to
sister.
deal with nuns kicking the shit out of him in high school,
Yeah,
dude.
and my sister, she listened to us, and what ended up happening is that some kid flipped her off, and then she flipped him off back.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
It was glorious. I'm like, I am proud of you.
Dude, shit fit right into New Jersey.
Not only that,
Kids were giving me the kids do that in New Jersey schools all the time, give the middle finger.
yeah, not
We
only
called
that,
it flipping the bird back then.
not only that, I think it's my fault, but I think I may have gotten my sisters to start swearing. It probably was my fault.
Yeah, don't be too ashamed. We used to hear. I used to say my first swear at like 7.
It was all
So here's the
delicious,
story
though.
on that.
My mother would
So
never be
I
able to do
sent
something
scum.
like that.
I called the family dog a scumbag. Not that she was. God bless that dog. But I heard my dad say it to the dog, so I'm like, maybe it's fine if I say it, because I didn't know what scumbag meant. My dad got so mad at me.
But yeah.
I said it
Yeah.
outside. We were getting ready to go, and I think the neighbor was doing his lawn.
Yeah, as you could tell, we want our family not to take.
Uh.
As you could tell, we want the next generation of our family not to take shit from people.
Yeah. You just gotta be careful now, because like
Thanks
school
for the
bullying laws are
compliment.
absolutely ridiculous,
glad you're
especially school
happy.
self-defense laws. Like,
Oh, dude, here's the thing.
if someone was trying to kick my ass in school, I wouldn't. I know karate. I would not hold back, dude.
Not only that,
I'm
like,
like-
here's the thing. Here's the thing. My mom, she is a fighter when it comes to that. What she'll do is that every time the teacher says something bad about my sister, like in terms of like self defense, my mom will get on their ass so fast. It is
Alright,
not even funny.
What's the two types of? If you know this, what are the two types of common blocks in martial arts?
High guard and low guard.
Yeah, upper defense and lower defense. Upper defense is when you guard your face,
gonna
and
go
lower defense is when
downstairs
you
and
guard your
help my mother
body.
clean up.
You essentially
Feel
use your
free to
arm as
rest
a
up
shield,
here for
like
a
a
bit,
makeshift.
alright?
You imagine your arm as a shield, and you use it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I studied
Sure,
Gishin
that sounds
Karate
good.
Do, which is an old Japanese form of martial arts that I didn't know was Japanese until after I got my orange belt. I'm no
Yeah.
professional by any means, but I still know enough to not get my ass
Cool.
beat if I need to.
Mom,
Like, I can't do
Wonder how
flips
she's
and shit
doing.
anymore, like
I hope she
fucking
isn't too worried
all the
about
way
me.
in butterflies. Somehow I was able to do that. The teacher was like, dude, I used to be
I've got
so
to find a way
freakily
to get
flexible
home.
as a kid.
Yeah. Now
I
we
was
got,
in good fucking shape as a child.
but
This
now we're,
was years ago. I think I was in elementary when I was doing karate.
Rena's taking a while.
yeah. Why is Reyna taking a while? Hold on, let's go check out her room.
Dude, I regret, like, guess why I stopped doing sports?
Why?
The reason sits in a drawer behind me. It's called
Hello, ma'am.
GameCube.
How was the meal, Mr. Kenny? I
It's
didn't
called
make
video
too much,
games.
did
It's
I?
called I was lazy back then.
Oh, not at all. I'll All of it was
Do I
wonderful.
regret it?
Thanks for making it.
Absolutely. My mom didn't care because she was
Really?
like paying
Oh, I'm so
$300
glad
for
to
each
hear
kid,
that.
so it was like she was like,
Welcome.
thank God.
So
You know
Did
what?
you ever do
really
any
liked
sports
it?
as a kid?
No, as a matter of fact, I hated sports.
You're not alone. I like karate because karate never really felt like a sport.
Because you were actually learning how to protect yourself.
I really did.
Yeah. And it was good for my attention span back then as well.
Are you
Now it's
100%
Because when
beyond-
I,
Now your attention span's beyond
years ago, dude, years ago my Asperger's was so bad that I was like out of my fucking mind. It's
I'm
like I had,
100% sure
it's like I had ADHD instead, but I didn't. I never had that.
Well, thank goodness. I wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't good enough for the hero.
Like imagine not having control of your own brain.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It
Like
happened to me a
thinking
few
back
times.
then, that's how I felt back
Oh
then.
shit! Uh
What happened?
oh.
What? Uh-oh.
I clicked the wrong. I was trying to download Liza P, the rest of the file, and it exited the game. Oh
Dude,
no!
lots of P would make a fucking good Netflix show from what I've seen of it.
Sorry about that, chat. I accidentally. You know what? I might have to go back and actually edit this part out so I can actually. Oh, thank God it auto-saved.
Dumb question. Do you want to switch to Mortal Kombat since we've been dicking around this whole stream anyway?
Nah, we can keep going. Let's go with Star Ocean.
Okay. Yeah, we finally both got Mortal Kombat 1. We'll play that eventually.
How is
Maybe
the
on
mail, Mr.
maybe on
Kenny?
Sundays, where
I
we
didn't make
named
too
it
much,
Slug It
did
Out
I?
Sundays.
Oh, not at
Dude,
all.
Shin
All
Igami
was
discovered the
wonderful.
fucking hacks with Johnny Cage. Like, and I mean the hack. Like, all bullshit.
I
They like
adapt.
corner trot me in 3 seconds, and I'm like, you asshole!
I adapted uncomfortably fast. It was not even funny.
Really?
I corner trapped this man
Also,
so
for all you
hard.
Omni-Man players that think you're good, really? Playing a techie character doesn't make you good, it just
So
makes you a
really
sheep.
liked it?
Okay, that's downloading.
Nah, I'm kidding, I respect you Omni-Man players.
Yeah, but at the same time,
You
he's
are
DLC. What do you
100%
expect?
sure.
DLC
Dude.
characters are always broken on launch.
I'm
Dude, techies are
100%
hard to
sure of
master,
that.
like... There are 2 techies I can think of in that game. There's fucking...
Well, thank goodness.
There's the
I wouldn't
vampire
know what
chick,
to do if it wasn't good enough
and then
for
there's
the
Omni-Man.
hero.
Uh-oh, here's the Remember how I mentioned earlier in the stream that because they're primitive, they're gonna have some misunderstandings with prophecies? Look what she just said.
By the way, if you peg my daughter, I will literally castrate you in the main square. You imagine. You there?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. But like, look what she just said. Look, remember I mentioned earlier on the stream about prophecies?
Like, did I finally I'm like, for a minute, did I finally break you?
No,
What are you- what
no,
are you
because
doing?
the fact that my sister opened my door and she was asking for soda.
I was gonna say, I've said way worse. I'm like, what the fuck? That got you?
Did you just say hero?
Uh-oh.
Oh, is there some kind of prophecy, I'm assuming?
Yeah, there's a prophecy. And, yeah, they'll explain later.
I mean, he has to. We already know he has to slay the Jabberwocky and save Narnia.
No, 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 no.
What's wrong, Mom? Why are you
Bless you,
panicking
little
like
Kariba.
that?
No, it's just that I've...
Um,
Calm down, Mom. Tell me what's wrong.
The
I
Netflix
said it.
subscription ran out. I can't watch Law.
Said
I can't
what?
watch Law and Order.
I said the H word.
What? You told him that?
Said
So
the
what
H
did he
word,
say?
dude.
I don't think he
She
understood
said the word
what I
Halifax.
meant.
What do we do?
Look, what's going on here?
This guy's classic main
Please
character
be
syndrome.
calm,
Doesn't understand the
everyone.
plot he's been
It's
thrust into.
alright. He doesn't understand what this is all about.
since when
either.
does a main character ever does?
It's like,
Oh,
oh shit on the hero?
Mr. Kenny.
Does it come with plot armor?
And how hard is that plot armor?
Plot armor just costs
Kenny then, yes?
$99 plus $9.99 plus tax. You gotta get the plot armor DLC.
Humbly serve this village as its mayor.
It comes with bullshit healing factor and a stronger dude will jump in if you get your ass kicked powers.
Allow me to thank you profusely.
And then
for
give you the
saving our
credit.
dear Reina's life in the sacred forest.
Oh, of course they call it
Why
the
do I
sacred.
like that trope so much?
Why do they call it the sacred forest? There's always a sacred forest in every fantasy anime or game.
Yeah. You know what trope I like
Oh,
that
not at
Naruto
all,
maybe
sir.
like?
What?
Speaking of which,
Having the
Reina
sense
has
that when
told
the
me that
students
you
are weak,
are,
having
at
the set
present,
too weak to fight the
in
bad guy at
midst
the
of
moment,
a
having the sensei
journey.
jump in and just fucking wreck house.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's.
I
hardly
still
worth
love that
calling
scene
it a
with
journey,
Kakashi and the two assassins. Like, he literally just sits back to see what Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura do, and then when they go to literally annihilate Naruto, he just jumps in and fucking throat bashes him. And he's like,
So
yeah,
tell
by the
me,
way, I could have done this like
where is
5
your
minutes ago, but I want to see how this would
The
turn out.
Kingdom of Cross, or perhaps the continent of Lacour.
Like, he completely knew that his students
Well,
could get injured or die, he
uh,
just didn't do anything, so he wanted to test them.
A curious
Makes fun of
traveler
Kakashi
indeed.
hired those guys.
Not only do you not know where you are, but where you are going is
That would've been an
also
interesting
yet
plot twist.
unknown.
So I remember that he did then yell at
What are
Gaza,
you
whatever his
trying to
name
say,
was.
sir?
Mr. Kenny,
Tazano.
if you will forgive my rudeness for a moment, I do believe everything you have told us has been a lie.
Oh, how did you figure it
No,
out?
man, that's just
are
Twitter.
from an ordinary
My
traveler.
outfit, or the fact that I have a phaser gun.
You're far from an ordinary
If I'm not
traveler.
a traveler, then why
I
am I?
mean, I'd say I saw you on last week's episode of Star Trek.
A visitor from another world. A hero of
Turns out this
legend,
guy's just a
hidden
senile
under
old
the
man who really
guise
likes
of
Star
a
Trek.
traveler. In fact, even you will agree that you are the hero of light who has come to fulfill his duty as our savior. Am I wrong?
I like how they immediately called out. I like how they immediately called out his bull, where it's like, "Oh, I'm just a traveler." And he's like, "Nah, you're the hero of light." And it's like, "Wait, what?"
Grandpa, did you take your meds today from the apothecary?
What? Listen, what would possibly make you think that I,
Dude, that'd be a really funny side quest for a game.
Then let me
Just like
share
have
with
this
you
old
a
dude say you're like the
glimpse of
hero
our
and shit
world.
of like some
It has
medieval
been told
prophecy,
in our history
and then the quest,
that
and
when
then
the
like the
people of
quest thing
Expel
appears and
are
says go get
suffering under
meds
the
from
threat of
pharmacy.
impending doom, a hero will appear
And while you're on the
in
way, it's just like this
garbs of
big
holy
medieval
raiment,
quest.
and with his sword of light, he will save us all.
You want to know what the Sword of Light?
That's like
uses?
something I'd expect from
Your
Fable.
clothes are nothing like what we have, and you
What
carry
sword
the
of
sword
light?
of light. What more proof do we need?
He means his phaser gun.
what do you?
Oh.
I don't have any sword of light.
Of course you do. You used a blinding light to save me earlier.
She meant he. She saw. She's saying that she saw his phaser gun. She thought that was a sword.
Uh-oh.
That?
Well, he just broke several
Maybe
tenets.
he really isn't the one.
He's got to be.
Hmm.
I think I know why you're all confused. This weapon of mine, it's not a sword of light, although I'll admit that it's something like one, but still, carrying this around doesn't make me any kind of special hero. There's gotta be some kind of mistake.
This dude doesn't understand he's been branded with main character status.
He doesn't want the main character status, but he has unfortunately been given that role.
How can you say that?
Because
It's like,
I'm
I just
not
want
a
to go
hero.
home and get my damn...
Because I'm not a hero.
He just wants to go home and
No,
get
I
his
mean,
fucking space
I'm not a hero.
Starbucks.
I don't have any kind of power like that. I don't even have any idea what's going on here. How can you expect me to save anyone at all?
I
He
mean,
wants to get his double space macchiato.
he's speaking common sense. He's like, bro, I just got dumped here. I have no idea what's going on. Now you're saying I'm like some sort of prophesized hero. I'm not. I'm just some kid with a phaser gun.
All I want to do this morning is get my double space macchiato with
You
extra
truly
caramel,
have
and I couldn't
no
do it.
idea? You really don't know anything about the sorcery globe or the cataclysms?
No.
We're not talking about something that happens in the village here. We're talking about the cataclysms that have affected the entire world.
I love how all these games are
It
reverse
seems that you
isekais.
do not really know what we are talking
No, they're all
about.
isekais.
Please allow me to explain.
Well,
Not-
isekai, I'm getting it confused. Reverse isekai is when someone from the
Began
past goes into the
3 months
future,
ago.
Reverse
which is the
isekai,
plot of SMT4.
that, and also the plot of
On another continent, northwest of this
Recreators,
village,
which is really
there is
good. I
a
recommend you guys
kingdom
watch
by
it.
the name of El.
Wait, is it that one with the
One
weird
fateful
samurai
day,
dude?
a
No,
meteor
I don't
crashed
know. You gotta
upon
look it up.
Eluria, a town located within El's
Wait, is it the one I'm thinking of? Because that anime got absolutely neutered on my anime list.
Recreators.
At first, people saw it as merely a rare and remarkable celestial event.
Wait, you sat through that?
But before long, a cataclysm
Uh,
took place.
Okay. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of this one that was really bad. That the samurai dude trying to fight an infection. It got absolutely
Great hordes of monsters
like
suddenly appeared
fucking
in the
wrecked
west
on my anime
desolation,
list.
and the havoc they spread devastated the kingdom of El. There has never been anything like this before in our world. Not until the arrival of that meteor. It only stands to
Oh yeah,
reason
my brother
that the
told me to
two
watch that
events
show
are
years ago.
related to each other.
Here's some exposition, child.
The meteor came to be called the Sorcery Globe, a stone of pure demonic evil. No
Even
matter
though my
how you
doctor
look
calls
at
it, my
that
doctor calls it
stone
Xanax.
must be the reason
Yeah,
for the
it's the-
disasters that have befallen the world.
I'm just making dementia jokes out the ass.
It-
He said it will. He said it will make me
And
see the
now,
light.
you saw an old,
just as the
you
sorcery
saw an
globe
old
fell
man
upon our
spouting
heads
something
one
about
day,
prophecy,
so you
immediately
have
like,
also
I know a
appeared from
joke.
thin air. If that stone is the source of the chaos,
So,
then
so
we
bad.
believe that only you can cut through the chaos and save us.
And then
But
there's the
I'm just-
blade of Zoloft. They say it calms
The
me. He said it
cataclysms
would
are
calm my
still
nerve, and I don't
ongoing as
believe
we
it.
speak. Strings of earthquakes like nothing recorded before.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Docile animals
You
turning
know those
into
are medically
fearsome
prescribed ones.
monsters. It will not be long before
Why'd
disaster
you know what
befalls
Xanax
this
is?
humble village too.
Wait, do you know what
But
Xanax is?
I'm not anyone
Oh, yeah, I
special
know
like
what
your
it
story
is.
said. How am I supposed to deal with some kind of magic meteorite?
If
My
you are
doctor
not,
said.
then where did you come from?
My doctor.
And where are you going?
If you do not, the doctor will tell me to bend over
That's-
again,
I
and
don't know
he'll
how to
check
explain
every
it.
bit of my
And even if I
prostate.
did, you wouldn't understand it. The only thing I can tell you is that I'm here because of an accident, and not because I wanted to be here. I just want to go back to where I came from. That's all.
You must have your reasons.
Just the entire family's
but
playing
you
along
must let us know
because he's
more
just
before
senile.
we can make sense of this.
You there? By the way, if you're a Zack and Cody fan, they got the reservation today.
Back, guys. Hello, I'm back.
Hey, you're back. So, have you been seeing these Zack and Cody meme flying around
I
lately?
know, but
No.
that's all I can
Why?
tell you.
About their dinner reservation?
Very well.
No.
I like that.
I'm intrigued. Tell me.
Basically, they have a dinner. There's an episode that's like, we can't get you a reservation until November 16th, 2023. They have a dinner reservation. Everyone's hoping they'll like acknowledge it on their Twitter or something. They haven't, and it
You will
sucks.
have to accept that you are not the hero of light after
Way to
all.
ruin the joke, Zack and Cody.
How can this be?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. This is probably not
like
what
we're
you
in a
all
video
wanted to
game.
hear.
Not at all. It is our own fault forcing you to be someone you are not in the first place.
I mean,
It kind of sucks for
I'm sorry
NPCs when you
about
have your
this.
game off, because they're just doing nothing.
yeah.
Raina!
You should probably leave her be
Why is
for
she
now.
running off?
She believed with all her heart that you were the hero we needed. I'm sure she will be over it soon enough.
She even brought the family lube up to her room.
Christ, man.
Raina.
Dude, I stole that
There is
joke. That was
one
from
thing I
BoJack
would
Horseman.
like to ask of you, Mr. Kenny. Please, if you can,
Hey, that's what-
try
what's
to
that
avoid
from?
acting in a way that
This is
would
one episode where, like,
confuse others.
This character kept trying to have sex
I
with
am, of
someone.
course,
To the
referring
point where there's
the
even a
Sword
family
of
lube,
Light.
custom family
But if
lube, and
you
I don't
could,
remember what comedy it was
I
from,
ask
and it's
you to
driving
be
me crazy.
prudent with your behavior in general as well. As I explained to you, things have been unsettled ever since the Sorcery Globe landed. People are anxious and uncomfortable. To have someone who matches the description of our legends suddenly appear in these circumstances...
This one has a lot more cutscenes in it.
Yeah,
Hopefully you
because,
understand
and not only that,
why
the plot is
people
actually
like Reyna
consistent.
were holding
Because the
out so
first one
much
involved
hope for you.
time travel, dimension hopping, and all that junk. A literal disease. You know, that type of stuff. This is why I say that game needs a remake in the style of this one. Because the one we were playing, oh my god, we got lost so fast.
So I do ask you to be mindful not to instill that hope into people. Please. That would be easier for everyone.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Yes, Mayor. I'll try my best.
You there, dude?
Also, would you please tell the town pharmacist I do not need another prospect exam?
Oh god.
Well then, on that note, Mr. Kenny, what's
We
your
all
next
remember what
order
happened
of
with the last
business?
one.
I wish I knew. I thought maybe I would try to find
I
something.
just
that would
remember
get
how
me
to do
back
my old man
home,
voice.
but-
God help me.
Oh no. Oh no.
In that case, why don't you stay here? in
Son,
our
back in
village
my
for a
day,
while?
all we needed for a
You
home
can
was
stay
2
in my
sticks and
house for as long
some
as
stones.
you like. Perhaps you'll be able to find out something useful while you're here.
Wait, this dude's supposed to be like only 30, right?
Oh, I couldn't
Claude's
impose
20.
like that.
The old man's actually an old man.
Not
No.
at all. If anyone was imposing around here, it was certainly us. I insist.
Well, in that case,
I have to go watch
I will
my
accept
soap
your offer
operas.
then.
Oh god.
Oh, Danny DeVito, you bless us with your presence.
Yeah. Oh, hello, who are you?
Did you sleep well?
Oh, the maid.
Yes, very. Thank you.
The mayor will see you downstairs.
Oh, he's the town mayor.
Yeah, the old man.
So I've accidentally been making Biden jokes all this time. Interesting.
Oh god.
Good morning, Mayor.
Ah, you're finally up.
Who are you again?
Yes.
Oh,
Good
you're that
night's
kid who I called a hero last night.
Shut.
Superb.
Did you bring my medication this morning?
By the way,
Shut.
Mr. Kenny, if
Shut.
you can't find what you're looking for here in Arlia, you might want to try visiting
having
the
fun
town
with this,
of
are you?
Salva to the north. Salva's a mining town where you can find people from all across the continent.
Alright, I'll stop now.
Perhaps it will prove to be worthwhile to have a look over there.
All right.
I tried going over there once, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and one more thing. Your sword of light.
I missed
will
that
probably
meme. That was
attract
funny.
too much attention. So please, make use of this sword instead. Finally, if you're
So
ever
how many
tired,
Skyrim
you can
guards do
use
you think
the
have knee
upstairs door
injuries?
anytime you like.
About,
Day
I say
or
30.
night.
30%. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow in the knee. Arrow in the knee, and arrow in the knee.
Great. Thank you very much.
I wish you the best of luck.
Yes.
Technically, I feel like it'd be more damaging for an adventurer to take an arrow in the shoulder.
Yeah, because you literally can't even lift a sword anymore, unless you learn how to use the opposite arm, right?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they take an arrow to the knee, they become a guard, because they don't really like to travel up mountains and shit anymore. They just have to chase somebody down if they fucking commit a crime. Also, Skyrim guards are way stronger than Oblivion's guards. The amount of Oblivion guards I've killed for the 300 hours that I played is atrocious, yet I think I've only killed like 5 Skyrim guards ever. Like, they are incredibly strong, Skyrim guards.
How strong we talking?
Like, Oblivion, I literally took over the Imperial City once just because I could. And in Skyrim, I'm like,
Hey, mister.
I just kept getting killed every time.
Huh?
I think the highest bounty I ever racked up in Oblivion was like 106,118.
You better stay close to the road, okay? The forest is really dangerous.
How dangerous we talking?
I'll remember that.
No way! Is that Ash Ketchum's voice actor?
If that,
It totally fucking is.
Google it, Lucian. Star Ocean Second Story R.
I think it is, dude. That sounds like it is. I want to play the 360 one because it goes over Earth's past. I might grab that for the 360 so we can play it at original resolution just for fun.
What game?
The one that like explains the apocalypse and everything for the 360.
Which game? For
Star Ocean. It's a Star Ocean for the 360 and PS3.
no. All the games are I want on consoles now.
I know they are, but it'd be fun to play it on original hardware. So I can get it dirt cheap.
Believe me, it ain't worth it.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Well, first off, I just can't tolerate old tech as much as I used to. Because I remember when look, oh my god, the overworld is so much better here. I don't have to worry about getting lost. Not only that, I don't have to worry about random encounters either. Oh god, I can get jumped though. Oh Jesus.
Oh, Richard Epcar's in this game.
Of course he is. He's in every anime game.
He plays Sengetsu in Bleach. That's cool. Is he new for that, or do you always do that?
Here they come.
Oh yeah, he's like the deep voice of anime.
And
Oh wow, he did a lot of voices in Kengan Ashura. Wow.
yeah, they reused him a lot for Kengan. I think
Oh,
I
he
heard
did the Joker once. He did him in Mortal Kombat 11.
and MK and Injustice and Injustice 2.
Dude, the Joker was a cool addition. I hope they do another DC. That'd be cool if they do a DC themed combat pass.
I feel like the Joker in MK11 was just a good old-fashioned fuck you to anyone that hated MK
Oh.
versus
We
DC.
can win this.
Yeah, this is a guy I always make fun of for literally being everywhere on my games, on my like game shelf. Like, you could throw a literal dagger at my game shelf and land on someone that was either an A Persona or B Mortal Kombat.
Richard Epcar wasn't Persona. I think it was the Principal.
Yeah, he was also the villain of Zero Escape 1, of which he did a really fucking banger job at.
I'm gonna do some quick grinding.
Like, he
considering
screamed in a
this
way
stuff.
that I can't even do in a deep. What?
I'm gonna grind for a bit because since I have this on hard, I don't want to end up like getting too over level or getting too under level.
Dude, that man can scream in a way that I can't even do. Damn you, Zero! Oh god, it breaks my voice to scream like that.
Yeah, because his voice is naturally raspy, right?
See, I have to edit mine to go deep, which is why I can't like do like really screamy lines. Like I can yell at somebody in that voice, but I can't like straight up scream like in panic or terror or whatever. Like I can't do a Goku scream if that makes sense. Like I could be like, "Damn it! What are you doing, child? You should have done that weeks ago." like that, but I can't like scream like an anime scream.
There's a chest up there, and I have no idea how to get it.
You get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I can yell at somebody in that voice. I can't scream in it.
Here they come.
And that's why I get like a lot of fan voice acting gigs. That could be a principal really easily.
Be careful.
Because I can go like, really? It's the beginning of the year and you're already in my office. Child, I had half a mind to smack you right now.
I'd say that was 8 out of 10.
I enjoy voice acting, but some people that I've worked with recently have been absolute dipshits. But it was...
Claude commented on your acting. He said, I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Nice. Oh, so the reason I didn't want to stream yesterday is that I was dealing with something that would ruin my mood yesterday.
Oh, you were in a bad mood? Oh, that explains it.
Basically, it was like major regret for my actions.
Here they come.
What did you do?
So I was being really abusive on a project and I didn't even realize it. Until this one person called me out on casting call yesterday and I'm like, wow, I was being a shithead. Except they called me out in the way that really pissed me off. I'm like, you could have just said something to me on Discord and I would have just left. I would have just left the Discord, left you be, and it would have been the end of it. But instead after you cancel the project, then you say something. I'm like, girl, you literally could have just told me.
You could have told them like you.
Like,
yeah,
my brain, my stupid autistic brain doesn't work like that. If you would have told me, I would have A, like really tried to change my actions, or B, just left the project and left everything be.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm already on low health. I didn't even realize that. Oh god.
Like, I'm mad at myself and mad at the way that they handled the situation, if that makes sense.
Oh, mad at yourself for being a dick.
So I just blocked the person. Dude, when my pride gets the better of me, I become a massive asshole.
Not too shabby.
Like, I've even told you things that I regret telling you. Because I was just being a straight dick.
Yeah, but even
like, when I was, like, commenting on your capture card, I didn't mean to be that way.
No, here's the thing.
That's, like, my perfectionist asshole self-talking, and I apologize.
Here's the thing. You weren't alone. Even I was getting mad at my capture card. It's like, my capture card's so ass.
Yeah, dude, I didn't mean to, like, make fun of it. That's just my perfectionist asshole self-talking.
No, here's the thing. I was agreeing with you, too, because, like, we were both being assholes, because here's the thing. We both agreed that my capture card's ass.
Like, it was stuff like that that I was doing in that project that I had no right to, and it was like, oh, why'd I do that? Like, as an adult, I'm like, I can realize when I make stupid mistakes and dumb actions. It's a part of maturing. You'll get it when your brain's like 23, 24. So you're pretty mature for your age.
Yeah, don't you stop maturing at like 21?
I feel like you're physically mature at 21, but your brain doesn't mature until 25.
Because when you're 25, you realize, oh shit, I gotta actually do something with my life.
I think they scientifically proved that too. Like, that's why they wanted to make alcohol age 25 at one point, and I'm like, that's a bit overkill.
21 seems like the minimum, because, you know, that's when you end up...
Oh, no, they wanted to make the weed purchasing age, back when they were legalizing at 25. So they say you should not do weed until you're 25 or older, because it can fuck your brain up.
Yeah,
that's like the one time it's dangerous, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of story time, and it's gonna be really depressing for everyone hearing it. Back in my second year of high school, and I was in a dark place mentally, and I ended up going to like a therapy place, like to keep an eye on my health. I ended up meeting a guy who was in an abusive household. And he would be smoking weed all the time, and I felt bad for him. So I'm like, and then that sort of let me have an awakening in my life, where I'm like, I think I have it bad, but then I realize everyone else has it way worse than me. Because the people I met there, oh my god, they got fucked over in particular.
Yeah, but when you're a teenager, your mental health is all over the fucking place, dude.
Yeah, not only that, like, it was so bad I had to go to the hospital, and apparently I was not eating right, so it's like, yeah, that's probably it.
Especially your generation, you guys got fucked on the end of, like, mental health.
Yeah, because, like, every single one of our parents was like, you can tough it out, you little brat, like, tough it out and all that junk.
Like, that's not how mental health works. That is how how the fuck do I say this on Twitch? That is how teen unaliving rates increase, and that's bad.
Where it's like just tough it out, like you're a grown man or something.
Like, there is a reason why that statistic is so high. Let's just say.
Yeah.
It is another reason I say, if you have a weapon in your house, especially if you have a teenager, mental health checks. Seriously.
You know what's messed up is that we both have different beliefs in like politics wise. We're somehow good friends. Somehow. It's like you put us both on Twitter. Like, here's the thing. Usually, if you put these same people in a room, you'd get like absolutely like these two are fighting and arguing. But then with us, it's like we're just chill that way.
We don't need to take away guns. That's stupid. But what we need is just like better management. Because what shouldn't be happening is like a ton of yeah, and we need to take better care of like the guns that, like, because a lot of the guns that are used for crimes aren't guns that are legally owned. They're guns that end up on the streets.
Yeah, and the ones that are legally owned are properly taken care of.
Like, there are plenty of responsible gun owners. It's just like shit happens with like mental health or like a gun being illegally used or unregistered, and it's happened since like the 20s.
Yeah, like for example, like if for mental health checks, like they just say like, hey, do you have a child at home that is not well mentally?
Like, the one problem I see with that is the adult being like, oh, they're fine, just to like keep the gun. Like, that I could see problems with.
Yeah, because of the fact that like there's a chance that they're not even like properly monitoring their child, and they're just fine.
But then again, if you do that to like keep a firearm, you're kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, but the thing is,
like I'm saying if you know your child's like very unwell.
But if they don't know, then yeah, that's very justified you being a piece of shit.
I mean, it's different if you don't know, but if you do know, you might want to reevaluate yourself there, Bucko, or at least like get a really good gun save.
Or self-reflect.
Yeah. Or, you know, talk to your kid about their problems.
Yeah, but then we have a generation where like we have a generations that always try to justify why their generation had it worse.
Anyone hurt?
Like, listen, to quote newer Doctor Who, most conflicts can be solved by just sitting down and talking about it.
But no, people would just refuse to talk because they're letting their emotions get the head of them.
Like, I haven't even seen that episode, but that speech by the new Doctor is so good.
We can win this.
Like, for context, there's a war speech by the new Doctor. I haven't seen any seasons because they're hard to find. But he's like, you know what stops wars? Just sitting around and talking about it. Why do people not talk? I'm like, it's such a well-delivered line.
It's a well-delivered line.
Word for that.
Because realistically, like, let's say aliens do exist, and they look at humanity, they would see us and think, why are you all just resort to conflict?
Be careful.
Like, realistically, that's how it probably go down. Because, if it, like, for example...
Like, yeah, I get cultures are different, and that's what caused a lot of things, but it's like, so many things can be solved that we can sit down and talk about it.
That's why I say, like,
making weapons.
That's why I say, like, if aliens, like decide to send someone, like, send one of their people, like, to just come monitor humanity, see if they're, like, we're willing to talk in peace. What they'll end up seeing is constantly arguing with everyone, no one's getting along. And
like, here's the thing. In the comic I'm writing, instead of, like, nuclear weapons being developed by every country as, like, a form of mutually assured destruction, instead, the spy organization is formed to prevent those kind of things before they even happen. As well as, like, for people to have, like, very safe meetings. Like, that is how I'd handle the nuke. And because of that, the Cold War is completely cut out in that universe.
Oh, an AU where the Cold War never happened?
Yeah, it's an alternate timeline. It's still our world, but basically, you know Oppenheimer hated his invention?
Yeah.
So he basically took that hate to a new level and formed a spy organization called the SBO, and then it essentially replaces the UN in that universe and actually does the job it's supposed to. And because of that, the Cold War never happens. It was dealt with so quick. Every, like, nuclear conflict was dealt with so quickly. But that's the beginning. Like, eventually you start getting, like, actual enemies that can, like, stand up to the SBL and stuff later on the line.
So basically the equivalent of... So basically, Diet Metal Gear.
Like, nukes aren't the problem. People getting powers later on? Yeah, that's a problem.
So Metal Gear.
Essentially.
But instead of the war economy, it's literally just humanity refusing to get along.
Yeah, how it works. Like, countries like Russia, North Korea, China, they're all still shitheads in that timeline. But not as big a shitheads as they are in our actual timeline. Like, we'll actually have peace talks and shit.
Yeah, the problem is...
But they won't allow any...
Yeah.
They won't allow any SBO activity in their countries without a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, the problem with, like,
Be careful.
it's like, it's just like, we just don't naturally get along. Like, sure, as a society we grew, but as humans, our primal instinct is still there.
Yeah, and if you're wondering how I managed to think of an entire comic concept in 6 years, when you're left alone with no coworkers just putting shit back on the shelves, you kind of go insane and think of an entire comic book universe just to cope and pass the time.
Bro, you have no idea how called out I felt once you said that.
Well, what else was I supposed
But
to do?
unlike you,
I know coworkers to talk
you
to.
only developed 1 in 6 years. I developed 3.
3. Well, I've been just building on this universe, constantly tweaking it. I was originally going for a lot of realism, and I'm like, realism's fucking boring. Let's add some Dragon Ball Z type shit into this mix.
Well, and then mine
Give people superpowers.
And then mine just involving Shinto gods, which is like over the top as hell, but yeah.
Because I realized when I was thinking it up, I'm like, you can't have all realism. This shit will be boring. We'll just be James Bond without the fun.
James Bond without the fun.
Like,
You're just James, the regular spy, not James Bond. You're just James.
Basically, how the story goes is after all the nuclear shit's done with, way later on, people start getting like superpowers, kind of like the quirk movement in My Hero Academia. And of course, as the world would naturally react, they're terrified of those people, and 2 separate groups are formed. One is the Shadow Cloaks, which want to throw the world in absolute apocalyptic chaos.
Be careful.
Which are made of like rogue groups of people with powers that just banded together to fuck the world up. And there's the Shadow, and then there's the SBO who's trying to recruit people with these powers to fight against the Shadow Cloaks with their Limit Break Initiative, which is what the powers are called. Because some of their members that were already members also gain powers. They're gained by 2 ways. One, one coming extremely fucking close to death, and having your powers essentially save your life when it's most needed. Like you know, like how some characters develop powers when they're most needed.
Yeah.
That's one way, and the other way is genetic, or like, kind of like the quirks in My Hero Academia. Like you just have latent powers that you never knew about. Those ones are the most. Those ones are a lot stronger than the ones that just happen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We can win this.
However, there's also a chance that you can pass down ones that are just freakily gained from an accident down to your offspring, which is what happens with the main character. Which is why his line constantly becomes stupid strong over time. And you won't know that the main character's son is actually his biological kid until really late in the book.
Be careful. That was easy.
Because he develops a power that no one even knew possible.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of stealing that from Dragon Ball, but it just fucking works, okay?
Where my story is literally just sort of a really dark parody of Shonen.
Which is something I dig.
Be careful.
Where it's like you know, like I said, like who do you think you would expect to be the main characters and like, you know, turn good, in reality are just shitheads because, well, it's just not their destiny to have the main character status.
You know, I wonder if shonens are becoming darker because there's less kids in Japan than there ever was.
That, and also I think
it's more of a market for dark content.
I think we're experiencing that edgelord phase where it's like a lot of I think they're trying to appeal to teenagers now, where it's like, we want dark and edgy stuff, and they're like, okay, we'll give you that stuff. JJK and Chainsaw Man are born.
Funny you say that. You know what I saw at my local Toys R Us before it shut down?
What?
An Attack on Titan poster. I'm like, this show's for adults. What the hell?
Oh, bro, that's
I mean,
nothing.
to be fair, Toys R Us always sold like rated M games and stuff.
That's
so.
nothing. I found a Berserk manga deluxe edition at my Barnes and Noble, right next to the kids section.
Dude, mine did that too. They moved the So you found that too. Mine moved the manga section to the kids section. And what's dumb about that is not all manga is for children. Like there's stuff I read by Dark Horse that is for adults.
Like
Berserk and Gantz.
Like the
Gantz
funny you
has
say that. Because
Gantz has let's just say non-con in its first chapter, which is not something a kid should ever be exposed to. Like I'm an adult and that bothered me.
Luckily, the Berserk copies are the deluxe editions, and those are like wrapped, so the kid couldn't just open it up and read it.
Well,
so
so
thank God for that.
But thank God they're wrapped. I think legally any adult comic / like any kind of thing that has nudity has to be wrapped, kind of like a porn shop. That's usually how it goes. The rule at my anime convention was it has to be covered and wrapped.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But of course, no one ever went to the hentai tables. Because they didn't put them in private spots in the dealer room, they just had them out in the open. I'm like, why don't you just put them in private areas so people can actually shop without feeling guilty?
Also, this game has a mechanic where you can basically aggro a bunch of enemies, and then if you
and then chain fight them.
You can chain fight them, and depending on how many waves there are, it'll give you a lot more XP.
Dude, that makes grinding really fun. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good mechanic, risk and reward, right? Because look, see, it like shows like, oh, it times 150, 1.50. And then the more.
So I saw My Hero Academia hentai at a con once. I'm like, oh sweet, this will be nice. I can't wait to see some of the rated X heroes in hentai gear. Nope, it was fucking gay Deku and Bakugo porn, which is technically illegal to sell in the U.S. by the way.
Because it involves
Both
minors.
characters are minors. I didn't call the guy out. I'm just like, you know what? If this guy wants to sell this, he can get arrested on his own time. I'm not gonna be an accomplice to this.
Yeah, you're gonna just someone else can call him out.
They have con security for a reason. I know Anime Expo, that shit is not tolerated. Like, if you can actually violate copyright law at Anime Expo. That happened to TFS, and Lanny Pator made a really fucked up post that ruined a lot of people's weekends.
Woo!
When you are when you're a celebrity at a con, you have to be really careful not to ruin someone's weekend.
Yeah, because
I ruined a guest weekend.
Like, people have a mental image of you. If you ruin that mental image, you're gonna ruin some of your fan base.
Like, if we ever go to a convention, we are selling stuff and only minimally talking to people.
I remember there was only one time I went to a con, and it was like a gaming expo that was like back in my close to my state, close to the city where I'm at. And bro, I saw so many vendors. That's why I got my copy of if I remember correct, that's why I got my copy.
Dude, you know what sucks being an adult going to cons? I always come off as a creep when I talk to people that I don't know are under 18, and it's like, oh fuck, I didn't know they were under 18.
Yeah, but like that place is where I got my first copy of, I think it was Smash. No, not Smash. I think it was Ocarina of Time.
Dude, if you find that shit at a con, that's extremely rare. Then again, I found a copy of this one Yu-Gi-Oh game I really like, and it's actually really fun that I actually know how to play it as an adult. It's like Fire Emblem meets turn-based like Pokemon fights, and it's really fun. I still don't know how the fuck the weakness system works, because the manual does a very bad job of explaining it. There's no like game facts about it.
Oh god, game facts. I'm surprised it's still around. But the thing is, I'm glad it's still around, because I still use game facts.
Everyone needs their game facts. Dude, everyone does. I'm trying to find... you know I've been playing that one Hot Spring game, Spirit Tea?
Yeah.
Its UI can be straight up confusing, because I'm trying to find... Because they say you need to find these books to find out what, like... element of spirit is. But I keep finding the books, but I don't know how to read them. I don't know if you have to buy a bookshelf or what. The game doesn't... You can tell the game was made by people where English is not their first language. Because there's not really a tutorial that shows you how to do that.
Ooh.
Yet it'll explain other shit that I literally could figure out on my own. You know, like when tutorials do the hashtag game, don't question my intelligence game?
Yeah.
It essentially did that. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Sounds like
Like, I was literally going to do something, and in the game's like, you know, you should go do this thing. I'm like, don't question my intelligence game.
Oh, I hate it when they do that, because it's like, here's the thing. There's a very fine line between teaching you and insulting your intelligence. Like, for example, oh, this button used to jump, and it's like, yeah, I know that.
Dude, Spirit Team's really fun. You're like a spirit, you're literally trying to find spirits causing trouble while running a hot spring for them. It's fucking relaxing, and I love it. I spent an hour today just sweeping a virtual floor, and I'm like, I'm satisfied with my purchase. Listen, if I run a virtual anything, it'll run with efficiency.
Oh, I tried phoning Dad again, but turns out we don't have signal
Well,
still.
shoot. This planet's even more backwards than I
Hello,
expected.
you've reached
There's
Galactic
not
Phone
even
Corp.
names anywhere. Nothing's popping up on my
If you're
communicator either.
If you're experiencing really bad signal loss, you're probably in another timeline. Please press 2 to contact our timeline specialist. Your call is important to us. Due to time dilation, a customer service representative may take thousands of years to reach you. If you wish to stay on the line, please press 2. For all other inquiries, please press the pound sign.
Also,
Thank you for staying on.
one thing I really love is that they added fast travel. Thank you, game.
Yeah, really. Thank you for staying on the line. Your call is important to us and will be answered in 10,000 years. Dude, can you imagine just time dilation and hold times?
Oh god.
Time dilation is some really, like, complicated quantum physics bullshit.
I'd say that was
Like, basically, if you were to travel along the speed of light in a wormhole, time would, like, move faster for you, but slower for everyone else. It's really weird science. It's why it's called theoretical physics.
Really? That's
People are
what
like,
it's
no,
called?
it's quantum. No, it's called quantum physics. It's theoretical physics. We can't prove anything in quantum physics. Or no, quantum physics is physics that has already been proven in theoretical physics, and theoretical physics is stuff we can't prove. Like, for instance, Einstein's theory of relativity was proven. That's why it's quantum physics.
Be careful.
But like something like a wormhole, how that works is so very theoretical, making it theoretical quantum physics.
That was easier than I thought.
Why am I a science nerd? I swear to God, why?
I do not know, dude.
Then again, you sat for that lecture of quantum physics when we were playing Steins Gate. Did you learn anything from it?
I do not remember half of the things that game said.
Me neither. I just remember the main
What's
character
everyone
calling her
out
out for
here for?
bullshit half the time.
Ah, Mr. Kenny.
Fucking Chuny
Raina's
Weaves
in
what he
trouble.
is.
Counter.
Raina, what happened to her?
We don't have the counter up right now, and it doesn't count because we're not playing right now.
Do you know about the son of the mayor from the next town over?
Of course. It's that plot
Yes.
line.
Wait,
A little.
did we even talk to her before she had her temper tantrum?
Yeah.
Or after?
No, we talked to her before, but then she ran off, and then she's God knows where.
Then
Oh yeah, I know
I'll
that. I was just thinking like if she
Alan
ran
was
off
taken
before
Raina
she...
away
Never
by
mind.
force.
Okay, so this is after her temper tantrum. Have you ever had an
Temper
adult
away?
temper tantrum? I had.
I have, because one time I was helping my sister with their homework, and basically, she was trying to figure. It was involving agriculture, but the thing is, one of the definitions she spelled wrong, and she even asked her teacher that's how you
Why is a
spell it.
9-year-old doing agriculture homework?
It's Texas. What do you expect?
Yeah, but never mind.
But like, it was a very, very, very basic form of it. It's like, oh, what's the definition for agriculture? What's the definition for, like planes and all that? You know, basic shit.
What were they reading? The fucking Farmer's Almanac?
Don't worry, it wasn't that big. It was just like 3 words and like a definition and why it's important. It's not that bad.
I know, I'm just making
I'm
fun of
afraid
it.
to say
I'm like, what
this,
the fuck?
but I believe he
What are they
took her
reading,
back
the
to
Farmer's
his
Almanac?
mansion. He's one of Reina's
You
most
say that, but you're
overzealous
forgetting my
suitors.
state.
I never thought he'd be the sort of man who would.
Oh,
take
we
things
had
this
we
far.
actually have an agriculture class in my vocational school who grew a lot of nice flowers and shit. Best smelling place in the entire school.
What are you
Except I'm
standing here
highly
for?
allergic to their
We
entire
can help.
classroom because I'm allergic to pollen.
I'm afraid things aren't that simple. Alan's the son of the mayor.
Dude,
He's
I'd love to
one
work
of
in a
the most
botanical
powerful
garden. I wish I
people
wasn't
in his
allergic to
hometown.
pollen.
We could face retaliation in one form or another. Not that I accuse the mayor of being
Oh,
such a base
he's
individual. I'm merely saying that the
who's that guy you
possibility
said
of
he
such
was
a thing is
everywhere? If you threw like a
much
dart
greater
on your
than
game
zero.
shelf?
The guy who plays Coca-Cola.
The guy that does.
Oh, Richard Epcar.
Yeah, Richard Epcar. Father Marshall's Richard Epcar.
Oh, what do you know?
Also
It
has a gang of
what do you know?
thugs
It
to
somehow
serve as his
landed on
personal guard.
Zero Escape 2.
I imagine he threw his
Or Zero
money
Escape
at all
1.
the
I don't even have a
local
physical
ruffians he
copy of
could
that game. I
find.
don't know how that happened. Told you he's
You
everywhere.
You just had your Steam library up and it's just like pointed at the list.
Somehow a dart appears on my screen and it's like in there. How did that happen? And it just lands on other games and it
Something
just
like this
and
has
then I throw
never
another dart and it
happened
lands on
before.
fucking
I'm at a loss as to
it
what
somehow
I could
puts
possibly
another
do.
dart in my Steam library on the other game he's in that I have.
Reina,
Uh,
my Reina.
oh, that voice acting. Oh god.
It just lands on
I'll
Mortal
go save
Kombat
her.
11. Then my PlayStation turns on and it lands on Mortal Kombat 11. How does this keep happening?
Since
Mr.
I'm
Richard
not from
Epcar?
this village,
And the
I
dart
should
just say
have
Richard
any effect on
Epcar.
the rest of you. I'm just a random
I
nobody.
throw
I
a
really should've
dart.
swapped these
I
darts.
use some of my
Throw a
help.
dart on my list and it's just Persona 5.
But Mr.
Just
Kenny,
Persona 5.
it would be too dangerous to try and take them on by yourself.
I'll have you know I'm the main character, therefore I am already an automatic one-man army. I have because of plot armor.
Dude, he's even in fucking Lupin the Third. Was he
I
in
have my
Catherine?
sword of light, remember?
I don't know.
No way he wasn't in fucking Catherine.
Just
Every
wait for
oh,
me,
he's in
alright?
fucking
Don't
SMT4.
worry.
Pokemon Generations is Giovanni?
Please save
Hang up.
her. I need Reina back.
I thought Giovanni always had like a
I know.
scruffy voice, no?
I promise I'll get her back to you.
Did they change it for that show?
I don't know.
Pokemon exists solely for the use of Team Rocket.
Ooh, I don't like Giovanni's voice in that. He like differentiated it to sound really weird, unless that was beta footage.
Maybe.
It sounded like beta footage.
Oh, that looks terrifying. Look at the distance. You see
That
that?
is a massive black hole.
Yeah, that's an enemy, and I'm guessing a secret boss as well. I'm not messing with that.
Okay.
I'd say that was
Alright, you get $1
10 out of
million
10.
for every time you spend it, you're teleported somewhere random, even if you use Amazon.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, would you take the money though?
Not really.
That's a game me, you, Ark, and our other friend have to play. It was made by, I think it was made by the Rooster Teeth guys. It's called,
Be careful.
it's called, $1 Million or Blank. $1 Million or Blank. It's based on the questions that he used to ask, that Gavin used to ask Jeff when they were just building shit.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
There's no virtual version of it. I'd like to do a board game thing with those two, but unfortunately, it's very hard to do that.
Here they come.
Alright, you get $10 million, but if you take the money, you can never have a kid. Like, you can't even adopt a kid.
That's one for us.
Woo!
No surrogates, no nada. You just can't have a kid. If you even try and get a kid, they'll disintegrate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Would you take the money?
No.
Let's see, $10 million or future children. Technically, you wouldn't have to give it to any. Technically, you wouldn't have any inheritance.
How so?
Be careful.
You wouldn't have kids to pass the money down to.
Ah.
No, I wouldn't take that. I want kids one day.
Yeah, this
Oh,
game's
you
combat
get
is
a-
way snappier than the first game.
You get $1 million, but you have to attend the biggest furry convention of the year every year.
You know what? Yeah, sure.
Really? You would?
Here's the thing. Furries, yes, they're weird, but it's only a select few.
I hear most furries are pretty cool. Some are really fucking weird though.
Yeah, it's the select few that give them a bad name. Like, at the end of the day, being a
Like,
furry is
what's-
just a fetish. Like, I'm not gonna kink shame. That's all I'll say. It's like, yeah, I'll be weirded out, but here's the thing: $10 million is still $10 million, and I'm going to a
No,
convention.
No, that was for $1 million.
Oh, $1 million is still $1 million. So it's like, and not only that, at the end of the day, you're just gonna feel really uncomfortable. So it's not like you're gonna like,
I mean,
be
at some point you just join in on the fun.
like, oh god.
Just make Richie Rich Banks an Arctic fox for just a lot of money. Just spend the money on the most elaborate fursuit you can get. Speaking of fursuits, this one dude, he wasn't a furry, but he had a really cool FNAF cosplay. It was Springtrap. I should send you a picture of this on the Discord right now. But it's Springtrap, but the suit looks way better than the one in the movie. Like, this shit glowed and everything. This dude put, like, time into that shit. It was so cool. Like, it was one of the coolest, like fursuit-esque costumes I've ever seen in my life. Was that Anime Next, I think? It was really cool. Anime Next is the biggest anime convention on the East Coast. And, oh my god, we one time costume rented at McDonald's without even planning to do it. Just everyone was in costumes getting lunch at the time. So they did an unofficial costume run at McDonald's, and no one was being a dick about it. Everyone was just doing it in good fun, and the employees were so confused.
Oh, so they probably saw this asshole going in.
Damn
Yeah,
it's locked.
it was fun though. No one harassed the
I'm
employees or
blasting
anything.
my
We were all
way
just
through
eating
one.
lunch and having fun.
Watch this. He just straight up disintegrates a door.
Like,
Sweet.
did he just Kamehameha on that door?
Yes.
Or use his phaser?
You just phaser.
Like, say what you want about nerds, but we're not
Phase gun's
dickheads
almost
to
out of
people.
energy. I'll need to lay off it for a while, but there's no turning back now.
I now lost access to my infinite ammo gun.
The sword of light.
Yet it has energy, so technically it's not infinite ammo.
Special art phase gun disabled. Fuck!
Oh, is that so you don't use it the entire game?
No, because it doesn't use MPs, so it would be kind of broken if you did.
Is it essentially a thing it just gives you just to have like a lot of energy in the beginning of the game and it takes it away from you and wants you to adapt?
Yeah, like once you adapt, just straight up takes.
That's
So
interesting.
yeah, it wanted to give you that sweet taste of power.
Oh, you thought we were gonna give you a space gunner in a medieval game? No. It's like when Fallout gives you the 9mm pistol.
It's like it'll be great for the early segments of the game, but then you're gonna run out of ammo really fast.
You know what dungeon annoys me in Fallout 3 every time? The fucking grocery store dungeon.
This is Raina's hairpin.
The Mega Mart.
What's it doing
It's
in
so
here?
annoying. You constantly get sniped in there.
If Raina's hairpin was dropped in
Like
here,
some dipshit with a
I can
revolver
only
would literally
mean
just go
one
on top
thing.
of the fucking aisles and just snipe you. You know who you are, random raider number 5. Did you ever go to that elementary school in Fallout 3?
No, I don't have Fallout
There are
3.
literally mounds of... Dude, that is the most creepiest location in Fallout. There's literally just mounds of dead human flesh in there, presumably children. And it's like, oh my god, what fever dream is Todd Howard on?
The only few strokes of genius Todd Howard ever had. After that, he ran out.
I mean, after Skyrim, he essentially just did a bunch of cocaine and said, fuck it.
Yeah, cause he was doing cause all that Skyrim money was paying for it.
are you okay? Who did this to
I
you?
mean, we all know he bought like 10 yachts with his Skyrim money.
You,
Oh, 100%.
He kidnapped Reyna.
I'm Reyna's friend. Is she down this way?
Reyna's been taken away, deep inside the Salva mines.
Richard
Alan
Epcar.
paid me to build this bizarre altar for him. I think he's set on taking her there. I tried to
Why are
stop
they
him,
random
but
mines just behind a
he
bookcase?
overpowered me.
I'm guessing it's a secret entrance to get out.
So he's inside there?
He overpowered me.
Right.
He said something
Be
about
careful.
books up. He said
Something's
something
not
about shoving
right.
books up my ass. I got really
shut,
scared, so I ran out of the way.
Shut. Oh, by the way, I
Wait
tried
here,
to get
okay?
those HE
I'll come
textures
back for you
out
once
for
I find
Fire Emblem
Reyna.
working. It was a pain in the ass. It took me like 2 hours, and I didn't even get to do it. The textures weren't even loading, and I got pissed.
Sorry
Yeah,
that I can't
I think
help.
your like ROM might have corrupted or something.
No, it's because of the
Did you
fact I
try
tried.
running a different game with it?
No, I tried just
To
dump
see if it
it.
was doing the...
No, because the emulator has the ability to just dump the textures into the thing, but for some reason, it just didn't want to work.
Dude, you know what you should do? I would try running another game with the emulator and see if it's just your ROM that got fucked up, because it's running perfectly fine for us before. For those that don't know, we've been playing Fire Emblem Face Off stream, and it just started glitching out on us. We were to record it the other night for
No,
you guys. For the
I
YouTube.
figured out the problem. It's because Vulcan. Vulcan's not playing nice with it, so what ended up happening is that I put it on OpenGL and it works just fine.
Switching to DirectX, it looks a lot better in OpenGL.
Oh, that's really good music right there.
Because OpenGL is a software renderer to where DirectX is your direct graphics card. So it'll pretty much put all its power into it.
We can win this. I hope.
Oh god, those
That's how
are
I
fat.
play Shadow the, that's how I
Those are
play
re-
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Those are really fat bunnies.
It's not because you're a rabbit. It's because you're black. Fucking love ghost stories.
The dub.
Oh my god. That dub is a national treasure. It's such a national treasure that people who speak Japanese are literally trying to learn English just to watch it. And you know you did a good thing. My favorite joke that had me dying is when the mother's literally dying and the nurses are supposed to be going in to save her, but instead they change it to the father going in the back room to have sex with all the nurses. And I'm like, oh my god, that's like just an abridged joke right there, and I was dying laughing.
Technically, the Ghost Stories dub could be considered the very first abridged.
It really is, though. They literally told the actors just be like, yeah, this anime's not going to sell, so just do whatever you want. And then the anime sold more copies in America than it ever did in Japan. And it's like... And that is how the American comedy anime was born. I'm like, they need to do more actual just anime like that. Just like make something purposefully like... See, I feel like if you just make something purposefully like that, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it has to
The
be
whole
bad.
comedy of the thing, it is a
Is it-
children's anime rewritten for adults, and it's amazing. That's the whole joke, and that's why it's funny. They literally told a bunch of adult voice actors to just go nuts. And from what I know from voice actor bloopers, like on SAO, when you tell a voice actor to do that, they will have a lot of fun. One of my favorite SAO bloopers is a thing where they were recording a bath scene, and fucking Bryce Papenbrook says to a
I remember something about that.
like, there's a feature on your phone called FaceTime? I was dying laughing.
Oh, I remember that. Apparently, Bryce has a habit, and if you give
I'm
him
trying
a
to
chance
make
to
the
do-
audio director laugh his ass off. I'm like, that's brilliant.
Here's the
You
thing.
know, like T. Shinigami all the time. He does that to voice directors.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I saw a few of those bloopers, and I'm like, Bryce, when you give him the chance, he will make a joke, and he will get like if you give him even the chance, like you gotta be on his ass every single time. Because if you give him the chance, he's
Like-
not afraid of making a joke.
He's probably the reason people buy the SAO Blu-rays.
That was easier than I thought.
Dude, I love bloopers in my voice acting, but I barely include them because, like, some people when I'm voice acting like be dicks about it. Like, I remember I improv'd once, and someone got really mad at me for it. I'm like, you didn't say no improv was allowed, so I improv. Dude, I totally ruined my chances with that director because of what happened recently. All
Yeah.
because that one bitch got to go and fucking ruin that roll cast. So mad about this.
That
I'm
and
very
your
mad
pride.
about this. I'm like, we could have handled it, like, I get that I was being a dick. I respect that. I accept that. But we could have handled that in a much more responsible way, and it's why I refuse to work with, like, anyone under 20 anymore. You're the exception, Shinigami.
Yeah, but now I'm 20, so now I'm no longer the exception.
I would say 21, but you're only 20, but you're cool.
I will appreciate that.
Here they come.
It's like, we could have handled that way better. That's what upsets me about that whole situation. Like, I'll admit, I was the asshole in that situation. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that. But we could have handled that so much better. So I'm not mentioning the person by name, but we could have handled that so much better.
Yeah, I'm guessing they just weren't emotionally mature enough.
Like, if you're watching this, for whatever bullshit, we could have handled this so much better. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just saying we could have handled this so much better.
Like,
just being immature brats about it.
A lot of unnecessary drama, basically.
Like, I'm not even mad. We just could have handled that so much better.
Like I said, unnecessary drama.
Yeah. Just, like, talk to me. Like, if you have a problem, talk to me. I'm always willing to listen. That goes for you too, Shinigami. Like, if I'm being, like, too weird, just talk to me about it.
Yeah, here's the thing. I have called you out a few times on stream, so it's like, yeah, you've been like sidetrack a lot.
That's one for us.
My autistic brains work really weird.
You know what's funny?
So we don't realize what we're doing until somebody calls us out on it.
You know what's funny? You're the fourth person that I know that has a form of autism.
Here they come.
I mean, it's more common than you think. When I was little, it wasn't, because a lot of people weren't. We really only started diagnosing people when I was little, so it wasn't really that common. Now it is.
Yeah, and
probably more common in your generation, since people who had it in my generation are having kids, and that whole 25% thing.
Yeah. Which, speaking of guy with autism,
See,
Gohan's voice actor got. I think he has autism.
Really?
I don't know.
That's good for him.
Like, yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's like. And you're still a really good guy and a good voice actor, so what if you have autism?
Self-doubt is kind of a thing with it. Like, there are some points when you have autism that you just hate yourself, and it's like, oh god, why am I thinking this way? Like, I've been down that rabbit hole a bit.
Yeah, it's just a good
Not enough to want to hurt myself, but I've been down that rabbit hole. I'm like, oh god.
Good old.
But you know what you gotta realize?
Good old fashioned. It's just some good old-fashioned social anxiety.
Well, you know what you gotta realize when you have autism? You're you. Curing you would completely change you. No point of hating yourself or self-doubt. Just be you and love yourself. Like, that's what I realized. And that's when I think my brain just matured.
Yeah, but unfortunately everyone, like, especially on Twitter, just loves to be miserable. It's like, bro, be happy. Don't be afraid of being happy. You don't gotta be miserable all the time.
Like, listen, I live by an old Japanese proverb. It's like, don't sit on your ass and be depressed. Fucking do something about it. Like, if you have something you want to do, no matter how crappy it is, go out there and do it. Like, for fuck's sakes, when I started streaming, I was using a shitty headset mic.
Which I'm using.
And
I'm probably gonna buy a new mic when I get paid.
And I had no fucking idea what I was doing.
Here they come.
But I'm like, you know, if I can make someone laugh, I'll be happy about it. I did make someone laugh on my Persona stream. I told you a story about the plant, right?
What plant?
So, you know that plant in Persona that you have to take care of? To get your kindness up?
Oh, that.
So, I was under the impression that the damn thing could die if you don't constantly take care of it. And it was toward the end game when you have to go through all those cutscenes. And I was about to walk out the door to do my, like, dailies or whatever and prep for the end game. And then I remembered, I'm like, oh shit, the plant! And I just made this guy laugh his ass off. And it was brilliant. He's like, dude, you made my night with that. I hope you know that.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
If you'll excuse me, sir. We are in the middle of a holy ceremony.
If you excuse me, I have to cut this woman open and splay her insides all over this table, and then pray to Dark Buddha about what I'm doing.
Now then.
No! Mr. Kenny!
Also, you're interrupting my masochism session, you asshole.
He's
I didn't
trying
set
to.
up all these cameras not to...
Stop it! This isn't anything holy. You can't.
He
Force
starts
someone
doing
into marriage
erotic
like this.
asphyxiation in the corner.
Force? I think you're a tad mistaken here. We are in love with each other. Love with...
What, is he gonna cut her heart out and then eat it?
He's trying to trying to marry her.
This looks like a really kinky BDSM session to me.
Uh-oh.
Alan Wake at your service.
Oh no!
Alan Wake just comes out of nowhere. I'm Alan Wake!
I'm out of the dark place.
Mr. Kenny!
I don't know how I ended up here, but apparently I did. Now that is an intense orgasm right there.
Damn it!
I'll stop with the BDSM jokes.
Look out!
This looks a little rough.
Don't let your
Oh, he reminds me of that first demon in Yu Yu Hakusho. You know, like the ogre one that had the Forlorn Hope.
Oh my god! Did you see that?
Did you just body your ally? I'm assuming that was supposed to happen.
No, he just one-shot her. That's not supposed to happen.
Sorry.
So there was this one bug in Oblivion. It was only on my copy. You're supposed to guard this one dude in the dungeon, and every time I went in there, he would just run in. His pathfinding would just lead him into the trap every time, and I couldn't fix it. It was really funny.
He just smacked the shit out of her, dude.
I saw that. You just bodied him for that. Oh, she was probably really low level.
She was level 1.
Ooh, great.
Wait, does that actually let you travel with your girlfriend? That's pretty lit.
But yeah, bro, that shit was so funny.
You know what would be a really cool idea for like a Devil May Cry-esque, for a Devil May Cry Bayonetta crossover? Have them
What?
actually have like a thing. Have them actually have a bit of a relationship and have them like just fight demons together. Like one player could be Dante, one could be Bayonetta, and or you can just have them be an AI. And, like, because it's the same style of game, you could totally make it work.
You just described most fan fictions involving those two.
Yeah, but you can just make it a non-canon like Dante, a Devil May Cry Bayonetta game. Call it Devil May Bayonetta or something
Ever
stupid.
since he came to Arlia, it's like he was possessed by something.
Dude, it would work. It'd be really fun. Or not even like love each other, just like a fucking adventure together.
What's going on here?
Maybe DLC spinoff.
Like, would you play that? I'd play that.
Here's the thing. The problem is Nintendo. They own the publishing rights.
You were such
They're
a
both
good
in
person,
Smash. You could
too.
totally do it.
Reina.
Wait,
Dante's
is Dante in
not.
Smash?
No, he's a Mii
Oh,
costume.
why was I thinking he was in Smash?
He's a Mii costume.
Why did this
Yeah,
have to
it'd be really
happen?
cool though, because those two are just begging for a crossover. Can you imagine the sexual tension the whole time? You can make
Funny-
so many jokes.
Funny thing is that they were both characters in the SMT Liberation X2 game on mobile.
Really.
Alan!
Dude, you can have so much fun with the game starting those two.
Speaking of which, we could stream Bayonetta. I got the Bayonetta 1 on PlayStation, and I got 2 and 3 on Switch, so we can both play them.
Is it the remaster of the first one? Because I had that on PC.
The remaster of the first one is on my PS5, but here's the thing, I can do that one because I'm actually good at that game. Not toot my own horn.
Bayonetta is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you here?
Oh, it is pretty
Like, they
fun.
make it really easy to pick up its systems. Unlike Dante, unlike Devil May Cry 4, it's like, hope you played Devil May Cry before, may God help you. Essentially. There was a reason that game was free on Xbox for a time.
Oh, my head's spinning. I feel like I've been stuck in a dream.
Which
for days.
Devil May Cry would you say is the best one?
5.
I was gonna say, if you say 2, you're probably gonna get crucified.
Oh, dude, if I said 2, I would have been crucified, burned alive, brought back to life, then stomped out by the DMC community.
Well, you know what one I want to play? I want to play that one that everybody
I'm so
hates.
happy for
Just
you.
because I like playing games that everybody hates.
Let's go back to
Like,
the
I'm not gonna
DMC.
dig it.
figure everything out over
So
here.
DMC 2.
Dude, it looks really fun. No, not that one. I'm talking about the one where they changed Dante's appearance and everyone got mad, but it's a good game otherwise.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that
It
game.
was a
Oh, here's the
terrible
thing. I think
experience.
it actually The community
That's what people
started
say about it. Like, yeah, people are mad about Dante, but apparently the gameplay is really good.
Yeah,
it's
like,
very like sharp for 360.
yeah, the people started to go a bit easier on that game. They people still hate it, but not nearly as much as it did when it released.
Dude, the art and shit is really cool. Like, I like how you're like in between like worlds and shit. It looks really neat.
The problem is that the development studio misunderstood Devil May Cry as just an edge fest, when in reality it was dark, but it was also hella goofy.
I mean, I still love how it starts with Dante just fucking somebody in this trailer.
Now that I think about it, that was around the time I started to notice you acting strange.
Did he have sex with somebody
like
like in the beginning of the game? I could have sworn that he did.
No, I don't think so.
Or did he just bring a girl home from the bar?
It's confirmed that in the entire series that Dante's a virgin.
Yeah, people really don't like this game. It's $5 on eBay.
I think you're right about that.
Which one? The original or the PS4
It
remaster?
was like something swelled up inside my
It's
head.
$5 for a like new
I felt like I
copy,
could
no
literally
manual,
do no
etc.
wrong.
I hate when it's no manual. I like my complete use games.
I don't even think that
Like, I
game
don't care
had
if they're
a
not sealed.
Here's the thing, I don't even think that game had a manual
I don't
though.
think I'll
so...
ever be able to forget what it felt like at that.
You know, I
same
find the
moment.
idea of buying sealed used games stupid.
Alan.
Because it's like, what? There's no point if it's just gonna sit on a shelf.
Lena, I'm sorry. I know I was unconscious during that
Not to
time,
like be mean
but
to
I
any
feel
retro game
terrible for
collectors, you do
doing
you,
those
but it's
things
like,
to you.
it's gonna sit on a shelf, why buy it?
Yeah.
Like, digital games are different. It's not like you're
Don't feel
displaying
bad,
them.
Alan.
You're gonna play them
Besides,
eventually.
you're back to normal.
But if you're
And
buying a
if anyone
sealed
was
game,
real,
you're
Alan
clearly
would
never
never
gonna
do
play
anything
it.
like that.
Thank you.
We better hurry back to Arlia. Your mom's worried about you, Reina.
Yeah.
I need to go explain what happened to everyone in Salva. Hopefully they'll be understanding.
Devil May Cry HD Collection was on 360?
Yeah. It was on 360.
Was
then
that
got
a cross-gen title?
No, it was released in 2012 and then got ported to the PS4 like in 2015, 2017.
Yeah, it's a cross-gen title.
Yeah, but they were like, they had to optimize it for PlayStation though.
Dude, DMC4's cover reminds me of Soul Calibur cover.
What's funny is that
Yeah, people...
one of the artists that worked on SMT designed the Devil Trigger forums.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
hardly
I
did
forgot who it
anything worth
was,
thanking me for.
but he designed the characters because they were big fans of Devil May Cry, and I think they wanted like to do some.
I still love how in the death battle, Dante was able to kick Bayonetta's ass because Dante fights demons like her on a daily fucking basis.
Less that, and also because of the fact that, well, she's still technically human.
Dude, throwing him up against Guts
That's
would
the
be
only
fucking
explanation
awesome.
I can think of. When
Those
Stone
two both
shattered,
kill demons on
Alan
a
snapped
daily
back to normal.
basis.
Monster Slayers be like,
Technically, wouldn't Demon Slayer be able to cut through Guts' sword with no issue? Or just go
First
right
you go
through it
mad,
since it's like
then
in
you
another realm of
transform into a
existence?
monster.
I think.
That stone almost
Because the only
reminds
reason
me
it's
of
able to
Sorcery
clash with
Globe.
Soul Calibur is it's also in another realm of existence.
Yes, it does seem
It'd be able to
be.
clash with Ivy's blade too, because her blade's
Perhaps
part
the
Soul
two are
Calibur.
related
She uses
somehow.
pieces from it.
Still bums me out we're never getting Soul Calibur 7 because it's been years.
Don't remind me, dude. You're gonna make me cry on stream.
What sucks
Every
is that
other fighting series is getting a sequel this year, except for fucking Soul Calibur, and it breaks my
Thing
damn
is,
heart.
I'm pretty sure Soul Calibur 6 sold decently well, so it's like, why aren't they doing a sequel?
Nah, dude, it flopped. It flopped bad.
That's just
Like
something
the
that popped
online on
into my
both
mind
platforms is
anyway.
really bad, and it just flopped really bad. It's
No.
the only reason they brought it back was because they could.
Hold on. I'm gonna do something. It's Soul Calibur 6. Oh,
Was it supposed to be a reboot of the first game?
Oh,
But
it's.
they
Oh,
just-
wait. It did so well. It sold like 2 million copies worldwide, which is still a lot.
Yeah, but nowadays you want to sell 10 million at least.
Yeah, I
Oh.
did. Here's the thing. That's the power of low standards. So it sold really
So
well.
I have a
for-
minted. So people like to shit on Soul Calibur 4, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's like the best Soul Calibur of the lot, besides 2.
Okay, so apparently on release it sold over 400,000 copies, and it's like that's a lot for a release on release. So it's like,
No, you
damn.
know what I don't understand? People like to shit on Soul Calibur 4 when that was like one of the best Soul Caliburs out there. Soul
You
Calibur
just-
5 was pretty bad. Soul
You just-
Calibur 3 I never played, but I heard
It sounds
questionable
like the
things
town
about
of
it.
Salva is in an
Soul
uproar
Calibur 3
right
is considered
now.
the best because
As if Alan
considered
didn't
really
cause
good.
enough chaos.
Not the best, but
Rumors
considered
about the
really
hero have
good,
made
like
it
a
over
close second.
there as well.
Because of the fact there's like a
It's
lot
weird,
of
'cause that game was
single-player
randomly
content.
made a PS2 exclusive. It was the only one in the franchise to be a console exclusive,
Yeah.
except for the original Soul Edge on Dreamcast.
I feel like what's an unfortunate fact about Soul Calibur is that the only reason Soul Calibur sold well is because of the fact that it had like cameo fighters. Like I remember the GameCube version of Soul Calibur 2
Oh, yeah.
sold like hotcakes because it had Link.
Oh, so, yeah, and 4, depending on the console you buy, it's weird how they did it, because you get a certain character free with whatever console you have. If you got, and you have to buy the other one, if you got the Xbox version like I have the $60, $80 edition, mint condition in my cabinet right now, speaking of sealed stuff. I'm a hypocrite. It's not sealed though, so I'm not actually a hypocrite.
But like,
it comes with the
how do I
original
say
comic
it?
and everything.
How do I say it? Yeah, Soul
And
Calibur.
you get Yoda with that one on 360, and then you get Darth Vader with the PlayStation version.
Yeah, I feel like it's an unfortunate fact that Soul Calibur only sold well because the fact they had cameos. I mean, for fuck's sake, for Soul Calibur 6, they had fucking Geralt on the box art.
Dude, PlayStation players got screwed with Darth Vader because Darth Vader is a really bad character in that game.
Oh god.
I cannot think of anyone
Also, Soul
more
Calibur
ready
6
to
was the first time that you can use a guest character's weapon in character creation.
madness has something to do with
You know why? Because unlike the lightsaber, it's not fucking trademarked.
Which is a bummer because since the lightsaber is trademarked, we're not allowed to use that in any form of media, and it pisses me off.
It's in the video game. It makes no sense. Like, you know how many more copies of Soul Calibur 4 would have sold? But I guess the counter argument is everyone was making Jedi customs instead of, like, good customs.
I don't have anything else that's even close to a
Here's the
lead
thing.
right now.
Apparently, the Star Killer was the Soul Calibur, and I'm like, dude, Star Killer is really good.
He's fucking broken is what he is. Don't even bring him up.
Think of the sorcery globe as just a
Why, you
Dude,
got-
every time I get to...
Finding
Dude,
more
arcade...
out
I have
proved to
two
be
words
more
for you.
valuable than I thought.
Arcade mode stage 6. Fuck that stage.
Oh, I'm
Dude,
guessing.
he will whoop your ass every time.
Here's the thing.
I don't care how good
here's
you
the
are at
thing.
4, he will destroy you.
I believe you, because Soul Calibur 6 has some horrendous input reading.
Dude, I'm talking about 4.
All right, I'll do it.
Also, the best mode in Soul Calibur 4 is Tower of Lost Souls. You can either ascend it or descend it. If you descend it, it's a roguelike, and if you ascend it, it's certain mission challenges, and there's achievements for both.
Saving the world is just way beyond me, I'm afraid. But I think the sorcery globe
But you have to, like, be
provides
really good
useful
at the game
information
before it
for
even lets you descend it. Like, you have to do
If
certain
I can
shit
help
before it
everyone
lets you
else in the
descend.
process, then I figure it'd be worthwhile. You know?
Yeah, makes sense.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenny. We
Then
will
there's
help
Soul
you
Calibur
out
5,
as
which
best
was...
we can.
Story-wise, it was shit. Gameplay-wise, it was okay.
Thank you, but I'm not making any promises.
It was essentially Soul Calibur 4, just with a new coated paint.
Could you take me with
And
you,
really
Mr. Kenny?
shitty characters. Looking at you, Patroclus.
Reyna!
You heard what the mayor just said.
He can't even wield
I wanna
fucking
help
Soul
out as
Calibur
best
in
I
its
can.
natural form. What a bitch.
But Reyna, it's going to be
If you can't wield
dangerous.
Soul Calibur in its natural form, then you don't deserve Soul Calibur, or Soul Edge, you motherfucker.
If you can't what?
If you can't wield Soul Edge in its natural form, then you don't deserve Soul Edge.
Oh god.
And the only reason he was
I
able to
fully
do it
understand
was because
that,
he was
but I
Cassandra's
just
daughter.
know I will be of some help
Which
to you
they
along
don't
the
tell
way.
you. I shit
You
you
know
not, they
very
don't
much
tell you
about
this
this
until Soul
land, do you,
Calibur
Mr. Kenny?
6.
So you're gonna need some kind of guide in your travels. I could
Like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
literally
provide you with
retconned
that,
the...
right?
They made an update recently for Soul Calibur 6 that retcons the end of Cassandra's story. And, like, explains and makes Soul Calibur 5 canon.
I suppose.
Wait
so,
a minute.
yes, but
Didn't they
And
try
they make
to?
Cassandra they make her pregnant at the end. And I'm
Wait
like,
a
are you
minute.
kidding
come
me?
on, Mayor.
And
Didn't
then they
make
reference her children.
Didn't they make Cassandra the main character of 6?
Sorta.
That's right, Mr. Kenny.
It's 6
Why
is
don't
really
you
weird
take her
with the
along
story.
if that's what
But
she
yeah,
wants?
they basically explain that she's gonna have 2 children. One's gonna be a Revenant, and one's gonna be the wielder of Soul Edge, or Soul Calibur.
Ooh.
Which Patroclus wielded Soul Calibur, and then their other kid was possessed by Tira and wielded
She'll be a
Soul
tremendous
Edge.
asset on the road.
Yikes.
Please, think it over, son.
Yeah, 5 story-wise wasn't great.
Okay, I got
I
it.
think Zaxwell is the only cool
Get
character
your
in
mom's
5.
permission first, Reina. I'm not gonna let you come with me unless she gives the green light.
That's right, child. You cannot go on a mission without getting your parents' permission. And don't even think about going on Disney.com, you little shit.
I
not
know
getting
that.
your parents' permission.
I know that feeling so much, dude. You have no idea how much I know that feeling. Oh.
What feeling?
That you gotta, hey, you can't come here. Like, my cousins used to do that. He said, like, hey, you wanna go ask your mom so you can go with us? And I'm like, oh, but like, you can just take me and she won't know. But like, no, I don't want to get pissed off by I don't want your mom to get pissed at me. And I'm like, okay, fine.
I mean, as an adult, I don't need to ask my mom permission to go places, but I do tell her where I'm going so she doesn't freak the fuck out.
In that case, you should probably head for
You know what I
Cross
mean?
first.
Yeah.
That's a pretty large town.
Kids, if
so
you
I'm
make your
sure
mom
you'll
worry,
find some leads there.
you're a dick.
But if you make a Mori on accident, like you have no way of telling her what happened, then understandable.
I mean, if she's sound asleep, I'll just text her later. And you should bring her back food as an apology
Take
worth
care on
enough.
your way home, Reina. It's starting to get
Kind
chilly,
of.
so don't catch cold now.
Yeah. You know what's really
Oh,
good?
it'll be
IHOP
alright.
recently made a
My house is
cheesecake
right over there,
pancake.
you know. I'm not being a burden on you, am I? I know I kind of forced you into this.
No, of course not.
I love the character portraits on this.
They're really good, right? Like the art style is really fun.
It's like a weird mix of
listen,
90s and modern, because they use like pastel art to make it look really cool. Like whoever did this was definitely on the Gundam team.
Nah, their art style is very reminiscent of Star Ocean 6.
Let's
Because,
see who did the art for this.
Yes?
Second Story R specifically, not Second Evolution.
Oh, Reina, are you still here? I thought you'd be back home by now.
Have a good night.
What's the matter with her?
Oh. Apparently this game is going to spawn even more remakes. Star Ocean, the Second Story Arts developers talk the Great Pixel Art Revival.
Bro, if that's the case, remake Star Ocean 1 again. I don't want to be playing Second Departure again.
I do. I'm not kidding.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, because the first Departure just bored us to tears after a bit. Because it's like, where the fuck do you go?
Hey YouTube comments. Do you buy remakes of games? If so, tell us yes or no. The last remake of a game I bought was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, and they're fucking awful. Probably gonna get crucified by the entire Pokemon fan base, but they know what's up.
Yeah.
Would you join me for a little chat before?
You're an older fan, you know you're complaining about games. I like complaining about games that are not up to my standards. Which, considering how good Soul Silver and Emerald were, the Gen 4 remakes are kind of a joke in that regard.
Yeah.
It's Game Freak's fault. They like outsourced into a company. They essentially outsourced one of the biggest, most anticipated games to an outsourced company. I mean, yeah, we got Arceus as a result, but that was kind of a bad idea.
Yeah.
They should have just waited to release the remakes another year. Like, everyone was playing Arceus, no one would have cared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, releasing it around Arceus is not a good idea. But no, Pokemon has to release multiple games per year.
Like, they could have just waited a year and released it after Arceus, because everyone was happy with Arceus, no one would have cared. Wait, she has blue hair and everything. How?
Inside the sacred forest. Reina was only 2 years old then.
Wait, she looks just like her mother. How the fuck is she not her daughter?
Probably adopted,
What is she?
or I think it's a coincidence.
Wait, no, Ned. I know what she is. She's this game's version of Jesus.
Oh, she's probably like Claude, just like warped here for no reason.
Oh, me, my Jesus!
Oh,
No,
oh, look at that! What's that on the right? A space baby.
wait, her hair is green. Did she dye it?
No, it
Look
was
like her
the
mother's.
it was the filter.
Was genuinely surprised
Oh.
when Wester showed
But
up
yeah,
with a
apparently
towering tone.
apparently she's a space baby.
When Wester
she's like
told
us, then.
everyone she'd
Yeah.
raised
Man, that
Wester
portal is
so
really a
well,
dick.
nobody
No,
raised
but except
so
it wasn't a
much as
portal.
single
She
objection.
was warped as a
I
child
suppose they
or a
felt
baby.
sympathy for the
Us,
couple,
we were
as they had
warped.
never been
Well,
blessed with a
you
child
saw.
of their own.
Well, there's only one thing to do in this situation. Next time on Dragon Ball
Reina
Z.
know about this?
Yeah, because it's almost gonna be the 2-hour 30 mark. It's actually
No.
it is.
She hasn't been told. I thought it was still too early.
Keep sitting at me now from TikTok.
She could already say her own name when we found her, so we know for a fact that Reina is her real name. Other than that, we have no idea where she came from, nor the reason she possesses the healing power that she has. In other words,
We believe she came from
everything about her
Jupiter,
is a
but we're not
total
sure.
mystery to us.
Here
Ends
we
up
know
being-
where Jupiter is.
You know what's funny? Imagine it's a
You
plot
don't have
point
any clue at all?
that she's the son of Roddick and Millie from the first game.
And she somehow got lost in time.
Was the pendant around her neck, but that does not give any insight about her past.
Thing
There
is,
isn't
though, I highly
anything
doubt that
aside
because she
from
doesn't have the
that.
tail.
The other thing from her.
I had no
Now,
idea.
now that joke's done. I did that joke into the ground.
Look how late.
Yeah, that was your fault.
I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. I've already prepared the bed upstairs.
I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. I have to go watch my soap operas I recorded on my TiVo. Grandpa, you know you can just watch them on your
Please.
smartphone. My what's
Take
phone?
good care of Reina for me.
It's
I
just your
promise
grandpa doesn't know
I
what
will.
streaming services are, so he just records everything still.
You're talking to someone that does that.
Reina.
Like TiVoing, I miss it.
That's odd. Sounds like something's hitting the window.
I should go check it out because I'm the main character.
Is it coming from the balcony?
I like how this game is so unabashedly 90s RPG.
I'm like, yeah, you mean the best kind?
Yeah.
Reina? What's wrong?
Oh, Romeo, dear Romeo.
I want to talk to you.
Something, something,
Can you
dear
come down for a
Romeo.
moment?
It's been a while since I've read Shakespeare.
I'll be right there.
It's actually the reverse. She's the one on the balcony, and then
Thanks.
Romeo's looking over to her. Would they ever make you read Romeo and Juliet?
No, not really.
Consider yourself lucky. Like, I like Hamlet, but I didn't like Romeo and Juliet. Because the ending's stupid.
How didn't they both poison each other and but also stab each other to make sure they died together?
Literally because the adults were being shitheads, both the kids killed themselves, and then only after that did the adults realize they were being massive shitheads.
You know what's fucked up? I remember in middle school, we had a manga that was based off Romeo and Juliet, and all it
Romeo
was
X
just
Juliet.
it was just wait, you read that one too?
Dude, I had an English teacher I was convinced that manga didn't exist.
Was it like a one-shot omnibus type manga where it's just like the entire?
It's
is it
not
just
an
a-
anime.
Was it a one-shot though? That's the question.
No. I watched a bit of it. It's like Romeo and Juliet, but in like a weird like world like this, kind of like a weird magic-y fiction, magic-y high fantasy world. It wasn't good. I only watched 5 minutes of it and I got extremely bored.
The manga's good though.
I really liked Hamlet though.
Reina?
Hey.
Have you read Hamlet?
No,
By the way,
never-
chat, if you're reading Hamlet in your English class, here's a major spoiler to help you cheat on your next exam. Everyone dies except for Horatio.
Oh, there she is.
No, really. Everybody dies except for Horatio, who is Hamlet's best friend. everyone.
So, what did you want to talk about at this hour?
And incredibly creative ways too. Literally, Hamlet wrote the first Final or Shakespeare literally wrote the first Final Destination.
She was pretty surprised.
He really did though.
I would think
Or no, he
so.
wrote the
Did
first
she say
slasher
no?
essentially. Without realizing he essentially wrote a fucking slasher. So, have you
She
seen
didn't
Lion
say
King?
anything, but then the mayor came
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've seen Hamlet. They are literally the
Jesus.
same story, just one's less violent and involves less death.
And has a happy
Listen, Mr.
ending.
Kenny, there's a reason why I
Yeah,
want to come along with you.
Hamlet does not have a happy ending.
A reason? What do you
Isn't
mean?
It literally ends with It literally ends with a really confused Horatio wondering what the fuck just happened to all his friends.
Isn't like the stage play like super expensive?
No, unless you go see it in
My
Britain.
mom, she's not my real mother.
Oh, she knows.
I don't think either of them realize I know, but I overheard them discussing
She
it a
looks
long
just
time
like her
ago.
though. Was that like intentional? I guess.
I think it's just a coincidence.
I mean, it's probably why she's trying to set us up with her. Is it because we're the hero, or she's trying to set us up with her so she knows she's taken care of or something?
Father,
Yeah, not only that, I think it's because she also knows, since the mom knows that she's a space baby. I think the mom figured out that Kenny must have came with a similar method. So I'm guessing she's just trying to make sure like they.
They might be able to get back, maybe.
I think she's expecting Kenny to help her find her real home.
What am I supposed to do?
You recorded over all my shows, dude. What the hell?
We wouldn't want Reyna to hear us.
That girl's passed out on her bed, now that she's finally had enough of crying for her dead father.
Jesus. Star Ocean, rated E for everyone.
Rated T.
I am sure this is just as much a shock for you as it is for her. But you are her mother. You need to stay calm. For her
I mean,
sake.
to be fair, a real parent isn't necessarily 100% of the time the one that gave birth to you. It can sometimes be the one who
Stay
raised
calm?
you.
How am I supposed to stay
Isn't that right,
calm?
Fire Emblem
My
Fates?
husband is dead.
Wester.
Without him, what am I going to do? I still haven't told her
I mean,
yet.
I'm single.
Now that he's gone, I'll have to tell her
The
all by
grandpa starts
myself.
flirting with her.
Can you imagine having to tell
Then the
your
pizza
daughter
guy
that
shows
she's
up.
not your real child? I knew I should have thrown away that damn pendant. Why didn't I get rid of the last connection to her real parents?
That's
She would have
fucked
been
up.
Mine, my real daughter.
Damn! This is well written.
For a 99 game, yeah. But at the same time, like,
Well,
if
I
out of
mean, they probably
out
modernized the script.
of context, this sounds really bad. But like with context, it's like understandable, kind of.
I mean, if they localized the game essentially twice now, they probably redid the script.
No, they didn't, because they're using the
Really?
script from the Second Evolution remake.
Well, yeah, but
Like-
that had to be relocalized unless the second game didn't come out in English.
The second game did come out in English, but it was 90s standards, so they redid it for the PSP port, and they're using the PSP voice lines for this game.
I have a good feeling the 90s one was a lot darker.
No, the 90s one just had shitty voice acting.
I mean, it's not the 90s if you don't want to go bomb some Dodongos. Please tell me you got that.
So you want to search for your real mother?
It's quoting
I
that
don't know.
shitty Zelda game.
I don't have anything to go on besides this pendant.
Wait, is that the plot of this game? Just searching for her
The
missing
fact that
mother?
whoever gave birth to me
Searching for her
cared
missing
enough to give
mother
me this
and
pendant.
finding a way to get Kenny
I
home.
think she must have loved me, at the very least.
Yes, then again, you were put in a space pod and then launched it to some random planet.
She's lucky Frieza didn't show up.
What about the mom you have now? West is the one that raised you. I can tell she has a lot of love and affection for you. What about her feelings?
I love her. She's the only mother I have.
So why all this then?
I want to know what I really am. Where was I born? Why was I in the sacred forest? Where did this power of mine come from? But more than anything else,
Why is The Office not getting a remake?
The woman who gave birth to me.
Shut. That show is a
It's been
masterpiece.
years.
That show is a masterpiece. It will not get remade.
Not remake. Why do people want a new
I'm
season?
not going with you because I want to
No.
leave my village. I'm going because one day I will come back here again.
I didn't know you watched The Office. I never saw The Office. Park and
It's getting
Recreation is
late.
funny.
I'm sorry I brought all this up.
No.
You ever watch Full House?
Good night.
No.
The funniest one is when Jesse's wife is having his baby, and he has to get his appendix out at the same time. He's like high as fuck on the anesthetic while she's having her baby. It's so funny. It's like, having our baby, having our baby. That actor should have gotten an award for that performance. It was funny. I'll see if I can find that scene. That scene's
Take care of
hysterical.
Raina for us, Mr. Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Be
Also,
careful out
take
on the
these. You probably won't use them,
Of
but any
course.
protection's good
I'll
protection.
be
They
fine
send you
as long
medieval
as Mr.
condoms.
Kenny is with me.
road. I suppose so.
Raina.
Don't worry, Mom. I promise I'll be back soon.
Yeah, when I'm like 23 after I completed my journey.
Saying goodbye like this makes it all the better when I
Yeah,
say
so my
hello
medieval condom
again,
joke holds up.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
They're expired too. He just kept them in his wallet this whole time.
Shut the fuck
Come back
up.
soon. Okay, Raina?
I don't understand how
Thanks,
condoms
Lucian.
expire.
Remember
Do
to
they
be
just
a good
dry
boy,
out or whatever?
alright?
I think that's what it means. Like, legit, they just straight up won't work anymore. Like, they'll just rip the moment you put them on.
Okay.
And it's the same with Chinese
Go on
condoms.
now. Wouldn't
So my
want to
brother
keep
as a
Mr.
kid.
Kenny any longer than we have to.
I like how my generation is so hell-bent on not having kids.
Generation's
You'd
the
want to
smart
reserve
one.
enough time for the trip to France, no? It's
yeah,
best if you
so-
set off as soon as you can.
My brother would probably kill me if
So
I
the
tell the
first thing to
story
do is
online,
visit
so I'm
the
not
King
gonna
of the
tell it, but
Cross
it's
at the
really
castle,
funny. I'll
right?
tell you when we're done streaming.
That's correct. He will
It's about a certain
certainly welcome
pack of
once you
condoms
show
he
him
bought.
my letter of introduction. You'll be
And
able
that's
to
what led
gather
to your
the latest
nephew?
information on what's going
Yeah,
on from him.
I'm like, this is why you don't buy Japanese condoms. I
You told me
told
this
you.
story. You just told me this story before.
I know I have.
Oh,
It's like,
definitely.
you
I
bought
know
Japanese
King pretty
condoms
well
and was
myself.
expecting not to have a kid?
Well, it's on the internet now. You can't get rid of it. It's on the internet now.
I mean, I love my niece.
then, Raina.
She is a great girl. But, again, kind of your fault there, bro. He never watches this shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
later,
They don't
Mom.
want to watch a shitty streams.
Take care, Raina.
Yeah, but
Best
that's
of
why I
luck
have my
to you,
niece.
Mr. Kenny.
My other niece was on purpose.
Thank you, sir.
So the first one was an accident.
Yes.
Oh god, she's gonna have a hell of a thing to say to her when she's older.
I mean, it wouldn't. No, I'm not going to talk about that on stream. It's getting a bit too personal into it. Yeah. I mean, you never tell your kid that.
But it would
To be fair, I was a literal accident because my mom had fertility treatments because, like, my family is, like, some weird thing where it's, like, hard to get pregnant. Certain members of my family. So, she had, like, these treatments done in, like, 96. And so, my brother and sister were conceived first via the treatments, and then somehow I happened.
Wait a minute.
The doctor still doesn't know how. What?
I saved over my save. God damn it,
Well,
so much
this
progress.
one's the canon save now.
Ah, so much progress gone.
So case in point, I'm a triplet that was
Oh!
conceived naturally for my other
never
two are.
mind. Well,
For my-
I guess this is. Well, I'm gonna duplicate a save.
Yeah, so that's what happened with me. So my two siblings were conceived via like fertilization treatment, and I just happened naturally because it jump started my mom's ovaries.
What sucks is I progressed so far in on my save. That's what sucks.
Dude, that fucking sucked.
Oh no.
I mean, but this is now canon.
Yeah.
You deleted the filler, and this is now canon.
Yeah, let's end it off here. Like after this battle, let's end it off here.
Be careful.
You ready for this?
Yeah, so I'm like one of the few sets of triplets in New Jersey. I only know one other set.
It's easier than I thought.
And that set was strangely the set of a teacher of mine.
But yeah,
Who had all
let's end it here.
She had all female triplets, and you know how rare that is?
Yeah, alright, let's end it here. If you guys enjoyed the stream, go ahead and give us a follow, go check out our personal stuff, and listen to the VOD channel, like, sub, and subscribe, and hope to talk to y'all later after this battle.
Also, as usual, I have one question for you people. No, I can't think of one. Bye!